Nice.
Does that mean level up?
Right now? Right now.
Yes.
You're
Yes,
gonna
we
level up
He
without
killed
level-
me.
people.
We level up as the battle
Oh, no.
started.
Oh, can I distribute my own levels to the rest of the party?
Did we level up after we killed Aghel?
You-
We did
you-
kill the boss.
You level up, and as a result, you become a Dragonborn Revenant. Boom.
Does that mean we level up and we get max HP? All right, let's go.
If we
Yo.
level
That's
up,
why
he-
you delayed your inevitable fate from 1 week ago, Karma.
I'm gonna be
You're
cocky
trying
if
to
you don't
mooch
kill
on
me.
the DM.
if we level up, all I'm saying is it'll make the battle a little bit more fun.
It would change some things.
It really would.
It would, but also, why would you
It'll
suddenly
give
like,
us it'll give us spell slots back
Yeah,
and-
but why would you suddenly get a burst of like health and such?
because
Because we killed-
we killed the
we
big
killed
bad,
Aghel.
and we're about to murder his minions.
Mm.
Same reason
Arendelle.
Victoria has a level in Warlock for no reason.
Arendelle, how did it feel to destroy the great crystal of High Pass?
Heartbreaking, but necessary.
A giant explosion went off, destroying the entire armory in here. Now left to iron scraps. It shook the very foundation of Lardell Citadel within High Pass. Every orc within the whole city has been alerted. The 200 strong, at least. You've Karma dramatically tossed down Aghel's head and said an awesome line. What was it?
I've been promoted.
And of course, one of the other orcs dropped Gazan's head. That's impossible, and you'll die for that. That's what Commander Dench says. As the orcs and ogres look back at you, Arendelle, as you successfully intimidate him, but they respond to the power and the calling of the darkness. Their eyes, they look back at you, Arendelle. They are black. And those who serve the darkness only have one purpose. Well, maybe a few, but destruction and control. They do not serve no elf, for you do not have the marking of the darkness on you. Our big boss is here. Looks down, and he points at Commander Dench. Arendelle, the ogre, does. And Dench points up at him. Destroy them! And we roll initiative. I mean, that's kind of where we left off from last week. And I'll add the
Why,
initiative.
rolled so fast.
So, do we level up, or was that a gag?
I'm actually... no, we did not level up because you guys leveled up. Killing Aghel is quite an accomplishment. But you must survive if you truly wish to level up.
Huh?
For... I cannot.
Can,
I cannot. You are trying to be too invincible. Perhaps.
can we retcon a few things from last week too?
Yeah. What do you want to do before?
Ah,
we
yes,
roll
bring me
initiative,
back.
guys?
So when I healed Victoria, I read my heavenly hands wrong. She would have gotten 5 hit points instead of 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then when I healed Vina from when she got hit by the archer, my circle of mortality would have given her 4 hit points back
Instead of 1.
instead of 1.
So add 3 more, and then Victoria adds
4 more.
4 more.
Thank you,
Do
Carmen.
I
You
get
doubled
any
my-
special treatment?
Yep.
Now I'm at
Already.
4.
Here's about the Arendelle. He's the one who got us into this mess.
Hey, I was
I-
gaslighted.
I have the stuff out, guys.
Oh right, I got roll initiative.
I also changed Victoria's banner. She's now Raging Gabo. Cool.
Nasty. I rolled
Thank you.
8.
Gosh.
Is that all we want to retcon, Karma?
Yeah, I think that's the only healing retcon I need to do.
How does the circle mortality work?
I am.
When someone falls to 0 hit points and I use a healing spell on them, they take the max dice pool.
Oh, you use healing. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Karma's up.
I'm going to grab Arendelle
And
and I'm going to heal him with my cantrip. Manipulate life. I'm gonna roll a d4.
Are you totally out of spell slots? Let's do an HP check perhaps as well. And an exhaustion check. Victoria, how much HP do you have?
With a retcon bonus, 8.
Yeah. And do you have any stacks of fatigue or exhaustion?
I would have 1 actually.
You have
Sorry,
1.
can you remind me how fatigue works in this?
You have
version?
-1 to all attacks, saving throws, and skill checks.
-1 everything. Okay.
For each one, and it goes to 10 stacks. If you are at 10, you die. Karma, what's your HP at, and what's your
I'm
exhaustion
at
like?
7 HP and I have 4 exhaustion. And Arendelle takes 4 hit points.
Okay.
Yes.
And you take another stack of exhaustion, yep.
Yep, that's my 4th stack. I had 3 before I used it. And I have 2 spell slots left.
As Karma heals Arendelle, her veins begin to pulsate, her eyes around the cusp. And Karma, you hear the screaming of the woman behind the curtain, and your daydreams go off. The haunting is just beginning. As your soul is being pulled west, you feel the end is close. This is at the end of your turn, Karma. You want to stand where you're at?
I'm going to hold an action to follow Victoria.
Okay. Commander Dench is up. He charges up. I just want to make sure where everything's at here. Yeah. He charges out. He moves up to there. Arendelle's up.
All right. Let's see here. Just need to do a quick little measurement.
So there's an ogre and an orc warrior up here.
And the Null Scout. Or I think it's a goblin. I can't tell.
Yeah, I had him on the ledge, unfortunately. Yeah, that's why I couldn't see him. He's right here.
Well, I'm concerned about him, so I'm going to use magic missiles
On who?
on the goblin dude.
Roll it up. You release it,
3D.
the source from your hand.
Nice. 13 force damage. Oh, let me get the button click. Ah, damn it. Wrong one. Magic missile. There we go. Beautiful.
Your energy flies out and kills the goblin.
Then I end my turn here.
Okay. Kind of get some more cover.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. No pack leaders up, so the guys on the ground are kind of reacting first here. Let's see what we got here. This guy is following up Commander Dench. He goes up to here. Victoria's up.
I can't see Dench, so I'm going to use an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you hear his
Against-
armor clanking up the stairs. It sounds differently than Aghel's armor. The water elemental's carrying Aghel's body, and the head has been thrown off the ledge.
I'm going to try not to think about Gizon and a head that looks like my brother's down there. And I'm going to just launch 2 Eldritch Blasts at the ogre over there.
Roll to attack.
So it's two blasts. First one.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, the ogre's AC is 11, I think.
Natural 20 on the second.
Natural 20!
It's
I think
fired!
I think I have my thing. I'm going to see if
It's
it works.
fired!
Let's go.
All I have a thing
Super
where
cute.
hopefully there's a splash of bits or something. I don't know.
I still
I see
have
it.
control over Vena's model. You might want to get rid of that.
Yeah. So the first one, roll damage on the first one as the ogre only has an AC of 11.
Okay. I'm gonna hit a button. I don't know if it should not be 2d10. It should be 1d10 that I roll twice. I roll 2d10. Why'd you roll 2d10?
That takes the crit into consideration whenever you roll a natural 20.
So I'll take the first one, which is a -9. You also, on the crit, you need to roll another d20 to see if you super crit. You roll another natural 20, you do quad damage.
Okay.
Be a pretty good time to get a double crit, so.
I would
Right.
like that, yeah.
Okay, so just real quick. So that 13, is that the total of both my shots?
No, that's the 9 was the first attack. The second one was a critical, which you're going to roll another d20 right now to see if you super crit.
Okay, just rolling a flat d20 or yeah, we'll see. Nervous. Nah, 7.
So now you roll a d10, right, which is your normal damage. You automatically do max damage, which is -10 from one of the die rolls. And now you're rolling the other part of that roll. If you want to, we can use the other roll that you rolled, but it's okay. Just roll a fresh roll, which is a d10.
Okay, just rolling a
Because this is our crit rules. So that way you don't roll double ones.
9.
Roll a 9. The ogre is now bloodied. How do you
Nice.
strike into the ogre? Roar!
I want to hit it in the face, like just try to like shoot it in the eyes.
Yeah, you shoot it in the eyes. Orc Berserker's up. There's
I
still
need to
quite-
move.
Sure,
Let me
go
move.
ahead.
A suggestion to my compatriots. We still have hit dice, cough cough.
Can we use them in combat?
Takes an action to use them.
Mhm.
We have what? What are you?
Oh, shiza. Okay.
Healing Surge. It's a once a long rest ability that as came up with where you use any amount of your hit dice to recover HP. Takes an action.
Ooh. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna move up. Can I get past Arendelle on the stairs?
I'm pretty spindly fellow, so you could probably move past me.
Takes double movement to move through friendly targets. Want to be
Or
technical
that.
about it.
I'm following Victoria.
Okay. Is that your move, Victoria?
One more, but yeah, there, done.
Okay. We'll move Karma's model right there.
Oh gosh, I'm all alone.
No, you're not. You got me.
Got the water onto me. Oh yeah, you're getting held, right?
Orc Berserker down here. They're just moving over here. Ben is up.
All right, I gotta shoot this guy. There's only one guy up there, right?
There's an ogre and an orc warrior.
Oh, shnikes. Neither of these guys were hit, correct? Or is that the one that
Yes.
Victoria hit?
This guy got
Shoot.
hit and he's bloodied. The ogre got hit and he's pretty badly hurt.
Okay, let me go after him with I have magic missile. I have level 2 magic missile.
So whenever you roll that, just go over to your dice button in the bottom left-hand corner
You
and hit
hurt, orc.
4 times. It's
Yeah.
just quicker that way. That's what I do.
Oh, it's quicker to do what? Which way, Aaron? I'm sorry.
You go to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and there's a dice button there. Just hit D4 4 times, and just roll that and add 4. It's quicker than rolling the button one after another.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 of them, you said?
Yep, since you upcasted it. That was 1D4.
Oh, I
So
can.
you're doing it one at a time.
Oh, I don't know how to do it more than once.
It's rolling
Click
fast
it
though,
multiple
Benna.
times. It is rolling fast.
What the hell?
No. Well, can I just
Just-
click the thing?
Yeah, click it twice.
Like double? I don't understand what you're saying.
Click
Because
the
when I click
D4
it, it
twice.
just does the 1.
Yeah, and then click it again.
You might have to write.
Oh
Oh,
my
Okay.
lord.
my bad. I never done that before. Okay, there's my real roll.
Did you cast this on the ogre or the orc?
The big guy that's bleeding.
Okay. You
So that
do
is 15.
15 damage to the ogre. Okay.
What else do I
He's
do?
still up. He's
I'll do
badly
it.
hurt.
I'll do it.
Oh, that's it. He's still battling. God damn it. Where'd everybody else run? Couldn't see where they went.
This was the guy who killed Kazan, too.
We just went up
Noel,
the stairs.
Venna, do you want to move at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I'm
You're-
gonna leave Arendelle by himself.
I'm under total cover. I'm fine.
All right.
And then
I'm
if
gonna.
you move your green cursor up to the green like anchor point to 41.8 feet, you can see everybody.
We're doing so much today. Hold on.
I just have mine at 50.
Oh, 50.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not gonna worry about that right
50,
now. I'm gonna
nice.
follow them. I'm gonna follow Victoria and Karma.
Okay, so you move up here.
Yeah.
Move you right there. Noel
Thank you.
Brood is up. Ogre's doing his job. He's absorbing a lot of damage, kind of like a big old meat shield. Yeah, these guys are just filing in. Noel pack leader, so now these guys are just up. I'm going to move them here. The mage doesn't see you. Move him there. Kazan is dead. I actually have his body out still, but I will remove him from the initiative count. And Orc Warrior is up, so the guys up top now are up, as they're going to try to charge at you as they've been commanded by Commander Dench. They still see Victoria there, and they see the Blood Elemental. This Orc throws a javelin at you. Here we go.
Do I have any cover?
No, because I haven't been giving these guys cover. So you're just buying some railings, right? They roll with a +4 to hit. What's your AC?
13.
So it hits you. 1d6 plus 3 piercing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. 2, so you take 5 piercing.
You're
The
good.
javelin sticks right into your leg.
Dude, thank God for that retcon.
And the ogre, or this guy moves up 30 feet to there. The ogre is up. It charges forth. It sees the blood elemental, but it's not smart enough to do anything about it. So I'm going to say it moves up to the blood elemental like this. The blood elemental's up.
All right. Blood Elemental, before moving up to me, is going to take 2 slam attacks against the ogre. It's
Roll
got
up.
a +7 to hit. All right. What was the ogre's AC again?
11.
7 plus 5 is 11, I think. That's why I'm retarded.
Well,
It's 12.
Oh,
Your
so it
math
is.
fucked up because your brain is fucked up.
I don't. You'd think a guy in finance would be doing math all day, but I don't do math. I don't at all. 2d8 plus 4. All right, so this is the first attack. I can't see it because the box is blocking it, but it doesn't look that great. Yeah, so that is 9 bludgeoning damage. Or is that correct? Is it bludgeoning? Yeah, it's bludgeoning. All right. Second attack. Hit. +7. And natural 1.
Oh,
You get smashed. The ogre
didn't do-
counterattacks. Did you
Imagine
roll a
almost-
natural 1.
Imagine trying to hit some blood.
The
Misses.
ogre has a... What's your AC?
14.
I rolled... What did I roll there? I'm looking back up in the log. I rolled
That's a 7.
7. The ogre has a +6. So it actually does not even that high. So it doesn't hit on the
All right, and
counterattack.
It's going to spend its turn to block the way here.
Okay.
was I supposed to do a
Karm.
wild magic roll? I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
No.
Venna, like you feel the channeling of the magic, the crystal being destroyed. No, you don't. Right? You don't feel with the crystal destroyed, all the power was stored within it, the distortion that was felt in it. You don't roll on the wild magic table anymore. Karma's up.
what are you doing?
Trust me. I'm going to manipulate life on Victoria.
Again.
Yep.
Roll it up.
4.
4.
4 healing.
How many stacks of exhaustion do you have, Karma?
5.
So you can do that 4 more times. Unless you plan on using this to die.
I'd say right now, my face, the markings are starting to grow closer to my eyes, sort of like Lily's are. Probably
How
starting to
many-
hear her voice.
How many dice can we use on the healing
All
surge?
of them.
All of them.
You can use as many as your class hit dice as an action.
Since you're a barbarian, you're about to cover a lot of HP unless you got shit luck.
And-
Karma's turn is over, correct?
Yes.
Commander Dench is up.
Should we go further up the staircase?
Yes.
Out of line of sight.
Oh,
So, like, here, we should be out of line of sight.
correct.
So, Carl, if you want to move up the stairs a little bit farther so we're not getting shot at.
Commander Dench moves behind heavy cover. Up here. Arendel's up.
Alright. Healing surge, please. 5d6. I don't like rolling 2 ones.
What's your constitution?
I don't have a modifier, but I recover 14 HP.
Yep. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Got a voice in my head. Oh, that's still the elemental. Hold on. Arendelle. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. That is
As you
the
retreat
end of-
upstairs, you see all the armor charred and destroyed from the explosion of the crystal. Null Pack Leader's up. Let's see where he's at here. Where's he at? Right here. Okay. He moves up to here. He sees Victoria standing near the ledge. And let's pull him up real quick. See Victoria and Karma. Actually, he's going to shoot at Karma.
Oh no.
He shoots a longbow. The +3 to hit. Let's roll it up. Roll pretty low. Misses you as an arrow skids off the railing. Victoria's up.
I want to grab Karma's hand and drag her up the steps next to Arendelle.
You move at half speed.
That's fine. 5, 10, 15.
Okay,
I'll
that's
drag
your
her with me.
movement. Okay, is that
Um,
it?
Yeah, then for my action, I was gonna close my eyes for a second. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are that's looking after me, but please get us out of here. Make this worthwhile. And I'm gonna use my healing surge, and I'm gonna burn all of it.
That is
I only use
5d12.
well, I'm multi-class, so can I use both my barbarian and my warlock die?
Mhm.
Or
You have
only
to
one or the
use
other?
each hit dice. You can use all of them together, but the warlock die uses a D8, right?
Correct.
You still get to add your con mod to it.
Okay, so I can burn all 5 of my dice.
That's right.
Mhm.
Okay, and then it's plus con mod per die, right?
That's right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. That's my action. I'm gonna burn all my dice, so I'll roll it up.
It's made for situations just like this where you fuck up hard
Yeah.
and only delay the inevitable.
I don't make mistakes. Other people are just too stupid to see my successes.
Holy shit, that's 2 10s.
Lucky bastard. That's more than I got on all my dice.
Oh, what is the total? Move die. What's that total?
30
30.
is the total
30 plus
plus
15.
Yep, 45.
You're fine. You have
45.
completely recovered.
Oh, good call, Arendelle, on this. Holy shit, I'm almost fully healed.
Yes.
And I guess what does that look like for me?
You tell me.
You're Your body heat just builds up and your blood vessels just cauterize your open wound.
Yeah, I think Victoria doesn't know what she made a deal with, but she feels this golden light kind of encase her, and she gets that kind of silhouette of the plate armor. And as I feel that, I'm just gonna gasp and grab Karma and hold her. We are not gonna die down here. You hear me?
You won't.
What'd you say?
You won't.
Neither will you. Do not kill yourself.
Orc Berserker's up. This guy moves up to here. And he is going to move on the other side, I guess, up to here. Ven is up.
All right. 1 second. I'm just looking at. I was trying to figure something out really quick. I am going to look for a spell. I know I can't do it with the magic missile, but I can twin a spell.
Yes.
And I want to try to hit 2 people at once.
What are you trying to hit?
Well, the main guy, I have to hit him.
Okay. He's behind heavy cover.
Okay, that one. Well, who's the one that's out in the open then? That's.
I'm going to just say you roll with disadvantage to hit him.
Are they both? Is there 2 pick? There's 2
There's
back
the
there,
guy.
right?
There is a guy out here, though. He has
Yeah,
no
yeah. I'm
cover
gonna hit
'cause he's trying
him,
to
and then
shoot
the other
at you.
guy's undercover too.
Mm-hmm.
Could I just hit the same person twice?
No, you have to target a separate target.
All right. Well, I'll just try for both of them.
Let's try on the guy that's not in the cover right now. You try to get this guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Roll up.
And then no, I'm gonna. Well, I'll just hit him alone, then, because I can't reach the other guy with twinning, or it might with a disadvantage
you.
or whatever. I can just do the same
That's
thing
all you
again.
wish
I'll
to
just
cast.
magic missile him.
Another
almost-
thing that you can.
Are you almost
use your-
out of spell slots, Venna?
I'm almost out. Yes. I have 3.
Another thing you can use your sorcery points for is to convert them into sorcerer spell slots.
You convert your magic slots or
Yeah,
spells. I mean.
you convert your sorcerer points into spell slots.
Mm.
Thank you.
I only have 3 sorcerer points left.
Pretty sure
Out
that
of
means
5.
you can. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure that means you can recover a 3rd level spell slot if you had one.
A
Maybe.
first level spell slot. There's a table for it, I believe.
Oh yeah, it should be on your class description. And
Venna,
features.
cast
Yeah,
magic
class.
missile at 1st or 2nd level, your choice.
2nd.
Okay, roll up. So you're gonna roll 4d4.
Yeah, I'm good. I learned how to do this now. Hold on.
Nice.
Look at me.
getting
Um.
dead.
You're
Dangerous.
welcome.
She even did a spin. Did y'all see that?
So 15 again.
Oh, so it's cool when she does it when I do it. It's just so lame.
Oh, is it? It's
Yes.
not always about you.
It's about the first time, Arendelle. It's about the first time. All right, I got
It's the
15.
first time you've done that.
2nd.
Okay, 15 damage as you blast the knoll back and he dies.
All right, cool. One less.
One less.
I'm gonna.
Get up here, Venna.
Oops. I'm just gonna kind of get in a little bit of cover. Like I'm gonna back up a little bit and get up here with you guys. And where are I? There I am. Like right by the stairwell. There we go. I'm all done.
Knoll is up. Oops. You guys are ending your turns. Knoll guy's up here. Let's see what we could do. Is that the right guy? No, it is not. It's this guy here. See where he goes up. 4, 5, 6. He just kind of gets into the up here. Knoll pack leader is here. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he dodges. Orc guy comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me see how far away she is from you. about 90 feet. Let's see what spell we got here.
Oh, can he still see me with that angle?
Yeah.
The only thing that's obstructing it's the railing, but I mean, you can
She
see
is
through
not
the-
in range, though. But she moves into heavy cover back here.
Each.
Yeah, she moves back here. Orc warrior's up.
We're really
And
trying.
he moves. This guy moves up to here. He doesn't see anybody. And Reddy's in action. Let me see. Yeah. Ogren's up is attacking the blood elemental. First attack. Take a look at this guy. Just one attack with him. Here we go. +6 to hit. Hits you. Does 2d8 plus 4 damage. As he slams a great club down on you. For 8 plus 4. 12 damage onto the blood elemental.
I like how the ogre has the same amount of damage as a water elemental, but I get to punch him twice, and he only hits me once.
That is
I
what
like
it is.
that. Also, I have resistance to that damage because it wasn't magical. Yes.
What do you do?
Oh, I'm actually. There we go. I did the math wrong on the HP. So, Blood Elemental is gonna just slowly turn towards the ogre. Pathetic. And he's gonna make 2 slam attacks. Alright.
Get out of my way!
No. First one hits.
That's
It adopts Arendelle's sassy attitude. Oh shit! The bitch.
Well, I mean, he is using his blood.
Yeah.
So that was. What's the bonus to that? 4. All right, so that's 15 bludgeoning damage on his first strike, followed by if this hits. Does it hit? Oh, that was almost a natural 1, but it's a 19.
How does the
Plus 7.
blood
26.
elemental destroy the ogre?
After the first strike, it knocks it down to its knees, and as it raises its head up, it just inserts part of itself into its body as it crushes its lungs from the inside.
And, cool. Karma is up, and as the blood elemental kills this one, you hear Commander Dent says, "Get the others!"
Oh,
I need
God.
to move the elemental.
Sure.
I'm
This
gonna
could
put
be a
him
problem.
right here.
Yeah, black.
Oh, Shiza, he's right there.
Karma is too going to attempt to do a healing surge.
Okay.
How do I do this?
All your hit dice.
Alright.
So it would be your level plus 8. You use a d8, so it'd be 5d8 hit dice.
5d8 hit dice.
And whatever you roll, you add to your HP.
So I had 15
Plus your con mod per dice.
plus my con mod per dice. Perfect. Oh gosh, make me do math.
So it'd be 15 plus con times 5. That easy. Come on, you got this. I don't have a
got
con
this.
mod, so I don't have to do the extra math.
I
Roll
pulled
it
up my calculator.
What's
You
your
got it?
what's your con mod?
3.
3 times 5 is 15, so
This is
30.
30
30.
HP.
Oh, sweet. Thank you guys.
You're
I
welcome.
rolled a
Sweet.
d4. Karma, do you want to move at all?
Yeah, Karma's gonna go up the stairs.
As you
She's feeling
guys
a lot-
begin to kind of dig in,
she's
I
feeling
guess.
a lot better.
Right?
I
Arendelle with the healing surge knowledge.
feel quite well, thank you.
That's commonplace knowledge.
I roll a d4 to determine the next wave. Comes in 3 rounds. Commander Dench, amused by what is happening, what does he do? He sees the water elemental. Let me see, I think he's out of range. There's a javelin here. Take a look here.
70 feet.
But he rolls with disadvantage as he hurls a javelin at the elemental. The elemental, what type of summon is this? Is this a 10-minute summon or a 1-minute summon?
It says I use the conjure elemental spell, so
Yeah.
let me go off of that real quick. Can I cast that yet? Let me check. If not, I'll have to. You know what? I'm just gonna Google it. Conjure elemental.
Let's look it up.
Sure.
It lasts for up to an hour, but it requires your concentration. Commander
Which
Dench
has not
throws a
been
javelin at disadvantage at the guy. Only rolled a 2 here with him. He gets 2 attacks. First one's at disadvantage. Let's see what his attack is, though. So I think he hits the AC of this thing. But he rolls
It's a
half
4.
damage.
So 14 to hit.
Yeah, he hits. Disadvantage. He also rolls an extra d8 when he hits. This is the extra damage. You can also reduce this by half. He does 3 plus 1d6 plus 4. Here we go. Roll max. So 3 plus 6 plus 4. 13 divided by 2. That's his first attack. Let's see what we got here. We gotta roll this twice. 1. He misses with the second one. Arendelle is up.
Alright. Arendelle is going to spend his turn moving up.
Commander
Let me
Dench
actually-
gains 1 rage from doing damage. Or 1 fury, I'm sorry.
It looks like there's a way out up here.
Guys, is there a way out from going? We keep going higher.
It looks like there's a
that's-
way out up here. I'm just gonna say
Okay,
as
let's
she
just- let's do it, let's
sees
do
the
it.
doorway.
Wait, where's the doorway? Hold on. Let me
Oh
put
wait,
my-
never mind. Retcon that. I don't see that. That's the map being stupid.
Yeah, we're underground. There's no balcony to jump off of.
They're underground, aren't we? It's a
I
very high
had the same
tower
thought last
underground.
session.
I mean, there's a
You're
door
gonna jump
there.
off 30
maybe.
feet and let the orcs follow you guys. Arendelle, turn is up. He runs up into the room. You see a hoard of loot on the table of Aghel's over here, but you don't have enough time to count it.
No, of course not.
You've retreated back into the room which you killed Aghel.
What can I do at this point in time to prepare? I don't have any useful spell slots, so I can't do that.
You could probably do what I did and shove a table down the stairs so they can't get up to you.
You know what I can do?
I got these screws there.
I am going to apologize to Karma as I
Fuck.
toss my caltrips down onto the ground right here.
Okay. So mark
Right
it right here. So it's a 5-foot zone, right? Or 5-foot
Yep, right
AoE
there.
like this?
Yep.
All right, we'll put it like there.
Fuck Aaron.
That's your
Please
exit. That's
go
your
the
exit.
other way.
You can hold your action till we count by you.
Arendelle
No.
throws him down. Victoria's up.
But they poisoned.
Not yet.
Okay, well I don't know he did that, so I'm following Karma.
You would have heard the clicky clacky and metal sharp things on the floor.
Okay.
The clicky clacky.
Fine,
Yes, Mr. Dice
10.
Goblin.
5,
It's great
15,
moving at half speed. Thanks, Arendelle.
You're
20,
welcome.
25, 30. As I come up onto the floor and see the caltrops. Arendelle, what are you gonna do?
What I can to survive.
I have an idea, but it's kind of a last-ditch effort. I'm gonna hold my action, and I'm gonna hold an Eldritch Blast if something comes into my line of sight that I can shoot.
Sure. Yeah, as you've started to like barricade yourself upstairs, deciding to sort of retreat instead of going full force, you're waiting for the orcs to come to you. Is this how your family felt when they invaded the castle?
We have a good. I'm gonna hear that thought and shake it off. We have a good choke point here. Might be able to hold them off.
Orc is up. Let's see where he's at. He is back here. They just start moving into position. I'm going to move him up to here. Ven is up.
Venna doesn't know what to do.
Venna, come on.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah,
You
I was
killed
gonna
an orc
follow
so
you
far.
guys.
Don't be there.
Venna, don't monologue. This isn't the time.
She contemplates her life as no.
Did you
Got him.
pronounce it monologue?
Really? Now?
Are you dyslexic?
Benna moves up,
There.
but what does she
Thank
do?
you.
Is that it?
There's
Airplane,
nothing.
Paradel. Airplane.
I don't think there's much else that she can.
Just hit end
Do-
turn, I guess. You guys have been doing it already, so we can just.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Cool.
haven't. I don't have that option.
I think
Oh,
there's- do you have
I got to
click-
hit it.
Yeah, you just hit it right there.
Oh.
The Null Brute is up. It goes up and shoots
Oh.
the water elemental.
Hey, DM,
The
can
water. Yep.
Hey, Venna, for your turn, if you have nothing to do, you can hold an attack for when something comes into sight, or you can take the dodge action. So that way, attacks against you have disadvantage if you have nothing to use your action on.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, what can I hold my attack? I mean,
You could hold
line
a
of sight, like
firebolt.
anything.
You
Yeah,
hold a
so like
fire-
I'm holding an Eldritch Blast, which means I have my spell. I spent my spell. I'm holding on to it. So as soon as something comes into range, I'm just gonna blast them. So you can
I
do the
could-
same thing with a cantrip.
With a cantrip. Okay, so I'll do that. I want to do that then with my firebolt.
You can do it with
Yeah.
a spell too, but you use it. So if you hold a spell and then don't use it, you waste the spell. So if you do the cantrip, nothing's
It
lost.
just makes more sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. Take a look here. All right. The AC of the water elemental is 14, so that's a hit. It does longbow damage, 1d8. Oh, I'm rolling 2d8, so we're just going to take the first one here. So 5 plus 3. 5 plus 1, so 6 divided by 2. So the elemental takes 3 damage of piercing damage. The arrows don't do much damage as it sort of splashes into it, but some of the cohesion of it is lost. No pack leader is up. Down here. And move up to here. And it sees the water elemental, and it does not get disadvantage on the attack. So it rolls. I'm going to just take the first one here. 18, so that's a hit, plus another 1d8. We'll just take the first dice again. 3 plus 4, so another minus 2. Water elemental slowly getting chipped down. The orc guys up here, I'm going to move them up to here. And cast Toll the Dead. The water elemental makes a con save. Do you want me to make it for you as a +0 mod?
No, I
DC
got
is
it.
11.
The DC's 11, you said?
Yeah.
I have a +4 to con saves with a water elemental.
Oh, yeah. My
It's a,
bad.
it's a 19.
You take no damage. Orc Warrior's up. Throws another javelin. This is its second javelin. I'm going to roll with disadvantage because you're sort of behind cover from their position. Rolls a natural 1. It like flies off, but nobody else is in combat with it. Blood elemental.
I take a spit attack.
What do you want to do?
I lob a loogie. Well, he served his purpose on buying us time, so I have the shift click in here. Shift click, and that'll be 5 feet.
Is it dead?
No,
No, it's doing pretty
Awesome.
good. Doing a
Nowhere
pretty good
near
job
dead.
tanking stuff.
and it has a little bit more movement left. Oh wait, Caltrip's right. Just oh shit, nope. Wait, it just stops right behind Benna, right here. It just stares down at Benna, dripping blood.
Karma is up.
Hmm. Oh.
Stand right before you is a bunch of caltrop blocking one of the ways.
Oh,
You can jump it. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna attempt to do a running jump, and I can stand in.
I'm going to just say you like back up, and it's something like you can automatically do. It's only like 10 feet. You just
Okay.
get a running jump.
I'm going to. Would a bonus action be handing someone an item?
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to hand Arendelle my flask of oil.
Okay. That is a action to do so.
Okay. I'll hand Arendelle my flask of oil.
Okay.
And then Karma is going to walk over here and gander at the table and see if there's anything useful.
Probably you could do it next turn. Commander Dench is up. 2 more turns and the next wave comes in. Commander Dench doesn't see really anybody. He sees the water elemental flee. It's like, get into position, boys. And he kind of moves up. I'm going to move him up to here. Let's see where he's going to go. He's actually going to be a little cautious. And he's behind here. He's waiting for the rest of the group to move up. Arendelle's up.
All right. What should I do?
Hold action,
I-
die.
Still have.
No.
Do I have those?
30
No,
seconds.
I didn't buy them because they were ridiculous price. I have another bag of caltrips. So, what I'm going to do is spend this action poisoning that bag of caltrips.
Okay. You don't have a poisoner's kit, so it takes more than an action. It takes a minute to poison something.
Oh, that's ridiculous. All right, never mind then.
Because you're not really a rogue, and you don't have the poisoner's feat, and you don't have a poisoner's kit, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you are not. Kits are ridiculously expensive, but I still just have normal caltrips, so I reckon I will simply place another trap here.
All right. Remove your thing. So I'll do it like this, boom, because you throw them over there.
And move up to Venna. Venna. Karma.
Victoria's up.
Um.
You hear the orcs starting to march up, you know? You hear them from down below.
Yeah. I think I'm actually gonna stay where I'm at. If I can use my movement to maybe like gently push Venna forward a little bit, so I'm standing where she's standing, or have a side by side. Just I'm not on the steps.
Let me see where you're at. Well, the problem is Arendelle moved his guy there, so we'll move you there.
Actually, that's perfect right there. Never mind. I'm gonna do that.
And you're just
same thing.
waiting. You're
I'm
readying
gonna-
things. You're readying the Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna ready. Actually, I'm gonna ready my umbrella in case something gets up in my face.
Okay. Orc
Gonna
Berserker's
stand like
up.
a baseball swing.
Yeah, you're just waiting for the inevitable, it seems. Orc Berserker's up. He's on the other side. Where's he at? He's moving over this way now. As he charges up into position with the other group. Venna's up.
I'm still holding on to my firebolt thing, or did that end after it's my turn again?
You're still holding it because it's a
Still holding.
cantrip. The spell stuff isn't wasted, even though the condition isn't met.
King of the hill. King of the hill.
I'm gonna do
Goku.
something silly. This is what's gonna happen. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna use a spell. I know I'm holding
Yeah.
that, but I'm gonna use a spell instead, and I'm going to use Spider Climb and touch Victoria.
Okay.
On me?
Mm-hmm.
Does that require concentration?
I don't think so.
I don't
It
think
just
so either.
says it's just a second level spell. I don't know.
Awesome. Okay, you touch him.
So I touch Victoria so that way she can post up and be ready for the attacks.
Holy
And-
shit.
Imagine a water elemental with a climbing speed.
that would have been funnier.
That would have been
Thanks.
funnier, but you're fine.
You touch her, and things like time and gravity, they mean little when it comes to magic. You speak the words, complete the gestures, Venna, and the spider spilk in your hand dissipates with a whisper as you approach. As you see her feet start to stick.
What'd
And then
you
I figured that you could get up higher grounds and surprise them from above.
All right.
Climb, lady, climb. And then I just have an action left, right? Only. That's my spell
That's your action to cast that spell. So that's your spell
Okay.
slot used, and so that's the end of your turn unless you want to move or something.
I'm just gonna move over slightly so I'm not right in the doorway. I'm just gonna move right here.
Okay, Knoll is up. This Knoll is still up and doesn't see anything, but it moves up cautiously. Where's it at? Oh, the Knoll Brute. It moves up cautiously to here and looks up the stairway to see, I don't see anyone. They must be at the top. And
No.
it draws its bow ready, with its bow cocked. And this guy
Cock a
moves
bow.
up. Cocking. This Knoll moves up. Clear over here. Mage moves up. Over here. Orc Warrior moves up into position as well. Get ready for the command. Blood Elemental's up.
So the Blood Elemental specifically has a feature that lets it fit into any space that's at least an inch wide.
Yeah, it's like a thing where it takes an action or something, so like you have to tell me what you want to do.
I want him to be in. Oh, I guess he is no longer with us.
Well, you got to kind of know how to move it.
Yeah, I tried to shift click him into this wall. Since there was a lot of space in between it, I just want him to fill in that empty space. So as soon as something came up, he could just strike at it while within the wall.
Yeah, I mean, there's time enough to do it for sure. And we'll just move him back here to represent that. He starts to fill out, and if you look at the model, there is a gap in here. Like if you see it, it's not completely sealed. So the water elemental can hide inside of it. And so the water elemental begins to slurp in there, and you see it just, and you see the blood like begin to move, kind of like the T1000 or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in there. We'll say that's moved into there.
And it's going to hold its...
It's going to hold its action to do so, to move that way, though.
Water form just means they can move there. That doesn't say it's an action.
Yeah, but the way it is, the speed and the volume for it to squeeze and fit in there, probably.
You're right. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Karma.
Karma's gonna look for anything useful.
One round remaining before the next wave shows up.
Anything useful in the loot?
Yeah, you search through the loot. Let me pull it up.
I'm looking for spell scrolls.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
I did not expect this, but I do have it prepared.
It kind of looks like a war table.
Oh, there it is. That's the sheet I was looking for.
Interesting.
All right.
Can't kill us.
You probably. Me, of course not.
I'm almost dead.
Have you used your
Oh,
healing
you
surge
still haven't used your healing surge. That's
you
why.
look at the table.
didn't know how
There
to do
appears
it.
to be an assembly. There appears to be like battle stuff on it, right? Scrolls and outlays of certain things. Things where they're probably doing stuff. You see lots of coinage on the table as well, just out in the open. You see a black velvet mask, a carved bone statue, an embroidered silk handkerchief, a pair of engraved bone dice. But no spell scrolls.
Any of it look useful?
Could you say the list again?
No,
Okay.
because we're in the middle of combat.
Karma's gonna reach for a dagger on the table.
Reach for a dagger on the table. Is there one there?
Yeah, I see one like embedded in the table in the corner.
You pick it off. It's not like it has. You pull it off and you pull it back. And do you read Orcish at all?
I don't, but I remember what
Something is
Akel
written.
said.
It's something written in Orcish right there as you pull off the dagger.
I remember what Akel said, and I remember
Sure.
when he said, "If I want to control the darkness, I have to embrace it."
All right.
And my sister
Commander.
embraced it.
Yeah. Commander Dench is up. He is cautiously waiting back. He has one fury right now. His fury decays at a rate of 1 per minute. As he's kind of enraged, he moves up. He's like, "Get ready. The others are almost here." Arundel's up.
Okay, so now that it's my turn, may I have a list of what you said on the table, please?
Black velvet mask stitched with silver thread, carved bone statue of the symbol of the darkness, an embroidered silk handkerchief, a pair of engraved bone dice.
Okay, so that mask seems mildly important. I would like to. That's a table event, and we don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to cast Detect Magic.
Cast Detect Magic.
Yep.
The auras begin to form around you. Immediately see before you if anything is magical there. And you look around. Who has the Sword of Aghel?
I do.
Victoria.
Victoria.
You kind of look around desperately. Nothing on the table is magical. The only thing magical is Aghel's sword.
Oh, shoot.
Which I am not using.
Mark the
Nothing
spell
is
shot.
of use.
Mark the spell shot on your sheet. You do see an empty
I already did.
flask that's there, though. Aghel went up here and drank a potion, if you remember. Victoria's up.
Okay, for my movement, I'm going to use my spidey senses.
Okay.
I can't tell exactly. The model's kind of weird for me. I want to climb either up the wall, either on the left or the right, whichever gives me the better vantage point down to the area below. Not down there, but
When looking up the steps to see when guys come up through here.
yeah. So like, would I get a better vantage point down there from here, or
Not really.
over
I mean,
here?
the spider climb is interesting. It's just
If
one of
you're
those
here,
things
they won't-
where,
They won't see if you're here.
yeah,
if they
you
come
could
up.
do back there.
Oh, is this like a blind? Would they not be able to see me unless they came up the stairs right here?
They have to turn around, right?
You move
They have to
over
turn
there
around.
to find out. So I'm going to move your model. So
Okay.
we'll move you like there. And let's see, we can move you down a little bit. So you're like climbing up across the wall there. And you kind of like gauge it. It would be difficult for them to spot you. And you can make a stealth roll basically versus their their perception as they come up.
I'm gonna use my action instead to hold that Eldritch Blast. I just want to try to get the best vantage point I can to just as soon as they step up.
Yeah, you could do it for like one guy if they move up, for sure.
Yeah,
And
so
since
it's
you're
like
attacking, I would say
2d.
since you're attacking, yeah, it would be one of those things where in the first guy will roll perception versus your stealth. And if you succeed on that, you get advantage on the attack because you're hidden.
yeah.
The orc is up here. They just are moving into position. Ven is up. They're waiting for
Alright.
Commander Dench's orders.
I don't know how or what it's called again, guys. Sorry. What is it? How you guys all got your health back?
Healing
What do I have to
surge.
use to do that?
Roll 5d6.
Does it take anything up?
It just uses your hit dice.
So if you go to if you actually go to your short rest and click on it, you can see how many hit dice you have. But you should have, I think it's 5d6 for a
Mhm.
sorcerer.
Yep. You
Yeah.
have 5d6.
5, yeah.
All it takes up is an action.
So
Yes.
go over to the same dice button as before, go to d6, click it 5 times, and then hit roll. That's it. And then you
and then
add
what's
that
your-
number to your HP.
Then what's your
Plus
con
your con
modifier?
mod. Yeah, plus your con mod times 5.
Okay, so I rolled a 17 and then my con is 2.
So you
2
would add a
times
10.
5 is 10.
So 27.
Okay. And that's all I can do probably, right?
You
I'm
can
so
move.
mad I forgot about that option.
Oh,
Something we
I knew we
talked about in
did.
session 0. Vena uses that, and the gnolls are waiting. Gnoll pack leader is up here. Orc mage moves into position slightly. I am ready, waiting for your command. The orc is there waiting. Blood elemental is up.
It's now going to hold its action to strike at anything that comes over here.
I hear them up there. They're planning something. Karma, the next wave comes in as well. We'll put them out.
We need to escape.
Their only way out is where they are.
Is there another way down to go around
Become
them?
an orc.
No. As much as I wish that this map was 100% accurate, we're underground.
Karma
So
is
most
gonna
of this is
drop
anything.
to her knees. And say a prayer to the warden
Okay.
and ask for a spiritual guardian to come protect her in this moment.
Spiritual guardian.
Yep,
A divine intervention.
it's gonna be a long shot.
Are you trying to use divine intervention?
Yeah.
Roll a d100. If you roll less than your level, which is 5, you successfully do so. And the guardian is summoned.
Anyone
how
got
do I roll-
inspiration?
How do I roll a D100 in
Cannot.
Telspire?
Okay. You can't. Yeah. So you see the 001 one? That's the one you click and roll it in.
Oh, sweet.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, unfortunately.
No. Nope. Not happening.
How do you feel that your god has abandoned you?
Karma's gonna draw out the symbol of the darkness in the wood with the dagger.
Commander Dench is up. They're coming! Up here, boys! And I'm going to add him to the initiative count. Let's add him here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's the other one at? Oh, yeah, 10. Right here. 10. He orders the rest of them downstairs to move up into position. This is the 50
no.
guys, right? That we saw?
Gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Try not to lose yourself. Try to get behind, like, whatever amount of cover this is going to give me. And I'm just going to prepare my Frostbolt. Or should I say Force Bolt, since I always flavor it as force damage.
I'm going to ask everybody, are we just waiting in this room for like a minute?
Yes.
Can
I am.
I can hear them all grouping up down there, right?
You hear a lot of movement going downstairs. You can make a
Okay.
perception roll.
Okay, if I can hear Dench saying, like, come
Yeah,
up here.
And you hear him. You hear him screaming out. He says it in Orcish, though, so you wouldn't understand it.
9. Okay. I think...
Yeah, you don't hear Orcish. I mean, I'm role-playing it out, but technically you wouldn't understand it.
Okay. I think Victoria, like, listens, doesn't see them. And I think she, like, while in the spider climb, is gonna do, like, a ring girl, like, flip over. And, like, Arendelle! And then she's gonna reach down and pull out that bead of force. If they're all gathered together...
Just nod. I'd say this calls for an emergency.
I'm
think
just
I
gonna,
might-
but I'm asking the group, basically, are we going to stay here for a minute?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
everyone else
holding
to
my
go.
action to cast my cantrip, but I will, if you're telling us we have a minute, I'm gonna, in my other hand, have the bead of force prepared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I also move my person then too if we're up here for a minute?
Yes. What I'll do is I'm going to break combat, and then I'm going to move the other guys into position.
I think Victoria would try to stealth on the ceiling to try to
we'll make the
see
stealth
what's
roll.
going on. What down there?
Yeah, I'll allow it. There's a couple guys, peering around the corner, looking to see if anybody's coming. So it's your stealth versus your passive perception. So let's roll it up.
Karma, should we have moved some bookcases
I'm going to
to
make
one
2
stairwell
perception
to make him
rolls.
come up one?
Karma has to
Just-
roll a wisdom saving throw to see if she gathers herself after Victoria.
Sorry,
Roll a
DM. What?
natural. I'm trying to do one thing at a time, so I'm doing this with
Sorry.
Victoria. I roll a natural 19 on the other guy as you start to peer out. So roll a stealth roll. Victoria, you roll a 10. One of them kind of doesn't notice it, so you see 2 guys. You're behind heavy cover, so you're at disadvantage, and one of them sees you and shoots a bow and arrow at you before you're able to duck behind cover. So I roll a disadvantage. I don't hit you. I believe, what's your AC? I rolled a +4. I think I hit you.
13. It's not
Yeah, I
high.
hit you. The arrow, it skims right off your forehead as you peer around the corner, I roll a d6. What is actually d8 because it's a longbow because it's one of the gnolls.
Doesn't heavy obscurement give you a bonus to your AC?
Yeah, I just roll it with disadvantage, Arendelle. 7 plus 1, 8. You take 8 piercing damage as the arrow slices through your head. She's up here!
Ah, duck back.
So what I'm going to do, it's been about a minute. I think Venna had a question, though.
No, I just was saying if I could move into and move while the 1 minute was going to put in
Sure.
like different
I'm
positions.
going to let you guys put yourself into position where you want to be.
I was just talking to Karma, like we should have moved the bookcases on one side and make them force up the one way.
If I were to pull this bookcase out and make it go in this direction, would I be able to hide behind it for full cover?
The bookshelf is pretty heavy. But you could have the water elemental help move it over and probably help you back, or you could have Victoria help you do it. I'm going to say yes, you're able to do it because they're not really attacking. You know, you feel like there's this pause in the battle, right? And what I will do is I will move that bookshelf out like this for you, like, right? And you'll be like this in a way, right?
How many of these beads do we have?
So how it works, Arendelle, is they roll a disadvantage to hit you. That's just how I'm simply doing cover. I don't do like heavy and minor cover, just disadvantage.
Oh.
I don't have my bead anymore, Victoria.
What did you do with it?
It's personal.
Alright, so I have one. You have one, Arendelle. Do you have two?
I have one, right?
I thought you did, but I wasn't sure.
You have 2, Victoria.
What?
We would have 5 if one of us didn't die and one of us would tell us what they did with the other one.
In the letter.
I have 2.
Karma, did you make your wisdom save?
I was going to.
You remember, you make the saving throw at a -5 because of your exhaustion. As you're almost near the brink of death, trying to keep everyone alive. You fail, I guess. What do you do? What happens?
Karma's eyes start to cloud over a little bit. And she starts to become a little more manic. Like she was in the sewers.
Except you're not bathed in shit.
Venna, can you help
Yes.
me?
What do you need?
Help me move this barrel.
Move the barrel?
Yeah.
Where is Karma? Oh, there she is. Okay. Where are we gonna move it?
Put it in the staircase.
All right, I help her.
Where do you want to put the barrel?
I'm gonna push it down. What are you doing with it?
Yeah, we're gonna push it down.
You just roll down the barrel, it rolls down to the bottom of the steps.
We'll have to move around it.
They're slightly inconvenienced.
The barrel rolls down to here. Now, what's really cool in Tailspire is I actually can do something kind of neat.
If we block off this staircase, they'll have to take the side with the caltrops.
We
Well, at least you discourage PewDiePie from entering the room.
Exactly what I was thinking, Carmen.
if they all rush at the same time, we might be able to use one of these to temporarily stun them. We might be able to run past them. Or do we take our last stand here in this room?
I tend to have many of these last stands. I doubt this is going to be the last one.
I
So
roll
that's our
another
plan?
d4 to determine in one round more men arrive. The next wave comes in.
Is that
So
what
we
those do? They stun them?
No, they deal force damage and trap anything that can fit in it.
It'll trap them in a sphere for 1 minute.
4 medium creatures or 1 large creature.
Well, it's only 4.
There's 10 coming.
Where's it say 4?
No, I'm just saying.
You hear them
Orc
screaming in
in a
orchestra out
large
there.
area.
They're like, score. There just sounds like there's more of them out there. There must be like Victoria. There's a lot of yelling happening. You know, like a lot of chaos.
Or
They appear to be waiting still.
Arendelle,
What?
do you have those little metal balls you bought?
I reach into my pouch, and I'm assuming you're talking about ball bearings.
Yes.
Let me check real quick. I think I did purchase them.
because we might be able to use this on ourselves to get out of here.
Yes. Yes. There it is. It
You
was in
still
the bag.
have that flask of oil.
Yes, I have everything that you have given me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need them?
Yes.
I toss her the bag of 1,000 ball bearings.
What do you do, Karma?
Karma's gonna set the 1,000 ball bearings on top of the barrel, the bottom of the staircase.
You throw them down there, or you like walk down there? And
I'm gonna walk
put 'em
down there and do it.
Okay.
And I'm also
As you begin to walk down there, they just hear. I'm gonna make you want to make a stealth roll.
yeah. Let's do
A
that.
stealth roll. I'm gonna do it versus the two guys' perception because they just hear one person coming down the stairs.
19.
Nice. I'm gonna roll them both here, so I have to roll pretty high. I do not, so you go unnoticed
I'm gonna set the ball bearings on top.
of the barrel.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna position the flask of oil next to them.
Okay.
Then I'm
Trying
gonna
to
walk
make like
back
a little
up the
MacGyver
stairs.
explosion type thing.
Yeah.
Vena's gonna back up.
How big is the Beta's force sphere?
I think it's a 5
It's
foot
a,
AoE,
it can
5 to 10 foot.
it can fit one large creature or 4 medium creatures due to the size capacity of the beat.
I have spider climb. If
This is
push came
true.
to shove, could I carry you out of here?
Yes, since anything in it only weighs 1 pound, so technically.
If Vena can maintain the concentration on the spell, I can run down the wall down to the first floor.
Yeah, that'd be dope. You
Let
can
me
only
check
move.
the durability of the beta force real quick.
You're not gonna be able to carry all of us, Victoria. That's
If
crazy.
you're in here, if you're
We're
in
four
this orb,
small. We're small.
the orb would only weigh 1 pound.
Huh. Oh wow, the beta force can't be destroyed unless it is a disintegration spell, I think. Because it says no attack can affect it.
Well, then come here and let me do something to you first.
Is this something we want to do? Before anything, before we use the
Like-
resources.
I'd like to cast Sanctuary on you.
Let's see. Do we want to do this? Because we can use that orb. If they're rushing up here, I can be waiting on the ceiling for them to rush by and make a mad dash out the back.
We don't have a choice. It's this or nothing.
So 5d4 does at max 20 damage. I have 19 HP. So if I get really unlucky, I die.
But is that something we want to do? Because I don't know if we can fight all of them, but as soon as they run up here, that might be our opportunity to escape. But I have to be pretty damn stealthy. Is that a
You
risk we're
won't
willing
die.
to
You'll
take?
get knocked unconscious.
We could
We're
all
not-
fit in the one orb.
We're not going to be very small. They will very easily see us if you do this.
It's a risk.
As
Well,
you
we
guys
stay
are
up
kind of just talking in there, Commander Dench yells up. He's like, "More of my men are coming. You're surrounded. Surrender."
Let's do it.
Let's get in the ball. Let's get in the ball. I don't yell it.
All right, who's carrying you out? Me or the water elemental?
The elemental can take more of a beating, and it's probably faster.
Could we leave the we leave the water elemental as a distraction?
I'll
That's an
take
option.
your surrender.
Wait,
Is a
so
no. And we roll
We could leave the
initiative.
water elemental here.
Shit! Hurry! Gotta get in the ball.
Arendelle, what do you wanna do?
I roll initiative. And
Oh, damn.
I got a.
What are we doing?
I don't even know what plan you guys are trying to do.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
God,
Yeah,
Aaron,
we're-
it's taking too long. We're doing it.
Who's carrying Who's carrying us?
The
Me or
water
the
elemental.
elemental?
The water
Elemental
elemental.
is.
Because
Alright,
all
get the
four of us
elemental
can
step
fit in
back.
the bead.
So
Before this happens, I'm gonna
Sorry.
cast. Karma cast Sanctuary on the water elemental. I'm gonna reach over and I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Arendelle to try to give him as
Okay.
much health as he can.
Because I would like a guarantee that I survive.
Arendelle, you regain 8 hit points.
I am almost at max because of
All right, you ready?
Buckets.
Boom! And I throw down the bead of force on the ground with the 4 of us inside, and we have to auto fail the save.
I automatically fail.
I auto fail.
Wait, what do you mean?
Say I auto fail.
Say auto fail.
Auto fail?
I automatically failed the deck save to avoid the
I
bead
auto
of force.
failed.
Because basically what happens is we have to make a dexterity save, and we are choosing to fail, so we are pokeballed.
Yeah, we
No, we are Gigantamaxibald.
they caught them all.
you guys failed the
Gee.
saving throw, and so everyone fails a save as you try to get in there. But the problem is, you guys take 5d4 force damage as you fail the saving throw.
That's fine.
And so let's do the 5d4 force damage. As you guys
Roll it.
choose to fail the saving throw. You guys take 11 force damage. Does Karma die?
No, I did a healing surge.
Okay.
We all
Everyone
healing
takes
surge.
11. Everyone takes 11 force damage. The sphere only lasts for a minute.
Yep, let's go!
And so Arendelle has to make a con save for the concentration check. And Spider Climb is a concentration spell. So Venet also has to make the concentration check.
I
on the
use
Spider
my
Climb.
inspiration point to give me advantage on the save.
All right.
I gotta
Alright.
make a which one? Sorry.
It's this or we fail. Oh, I passed. We're good. That's 18 and a 16.
Can you imagine?
Venet rolls
After
a con save.
Now's the risk.
after like a second
The
of
concentration
us
saving
just
you
like
said?
Yeah.
reeling from the explosion, I'm just like,
Venet
I think I-
passes, so the Spider
21.
Climb is still, as you get racked by just being enclosed by the bead of force. So it encloses you all, and let me go up here. So let's figure out what's going on. You guys are all here in a bead of force.
Yep.
And Victoria has the Spider Climb on her. The water element, the blood elemental is carrying you inside of this, and you guys are just like all rolling around or being carried by this water elemental
Oh, you're
for
sticking
10
we can
for
we can
10
fit
rounds.
inside of the elemental.
Alright. Go
You're
water
going to fit
elemental.
inside. So I'm going to remove. What I'll do is I will remove you from the initiative count. Essentially, you're removed from the initiative count, and the water elemental turn is up. I will go to the end of it. I don't know if I have everyone in the initiative count, and that's okay, because we just need the water elemental and then everyone else. The water elemental does what?
All right, so
Run, Forrest.
Maybe we should have went with Victoria climbing on the walls.
so the water I
If you
can't.
will.
Is it the water elemental's turn or?
Yes, I'm saying it's the water elemental's turn. So let me go to the water elemental. There it
Oh,
is.
that's a lot of people.
Just go. I think maybe you want
Alright.
to go left.
So, water elemental takes the. We're gonna go with the.
Watch out for a bomb.
I rolled another d4 for the final. I believe this is the final wave too.
Click down here. Real quick. I gotta
Yes, it
like
is.
lower the screen real quick, otherwise I won't see where I'm going.
2 rounds.
I have to move it step by step, otherwise I won't see where it's going. Hold on. All right,
Okay.
there we go. Now I can see down. Okay, shift click it here.
That's remove.
It's move.
It slushes
forwards.
around as it carries everything.
Oh.
It moves at half speed.
The orb only weighs 1 pound.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. It weighs 1 pound.
And
Straight-
it
straight to the
takes the
balcony.
dash. It takes the dash action and does this. Hold on. Shift click. Oh shit! Wrong way. I went a little too far. I put it back up here, and then it drops.
Oh yes.
which
It
takes
drops.
no movement.
Yeah, and it takes all the bludgeoning damage too.
Yeah, that's like 20 feet. That'll be
The
all right.
thing is, let's rewind this a little bit. As the water elemental gets to about here and jumps off, everyone fucking shoots at it because they're all ready for it, really. Right? So
Right.
as it just tracks, they run down and it shoots. Then the rest of the turn, they're just going to go to the balconies and shoot down at the water elemental.
Oh no.
Right? That's probably what would happen. So, because they have a ready to action as you kind of get to this position, and there's two knolls. There was two knolls on the side here that would be up near this area. This is where they would be at, right here. And that would provoke attacks of opportunity too.
So from what I'm seeing, only two
Yeah.
things can hit me. Otherwise, they risk the chance of hitting their allies.
They can shoot their own men, for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
but they're
if-
gonna all shoot here at you.
All the ranged attacks are at disadvantage, I assume?
Well, I'm only going to say like a few of them are. Like these guys probably here, and the rest of them, they can't really get a good shot at you until you jump off, and then the rest of them are just going to hail at you. As they're all screaming like, hey, you know, there's a guy jumping. there's a big water elemental jumping. They're all screaming out in Orcish. That's probably what happens. They're all surrounded. They basically surrounded this area.
I'm just going to measure it real quick.
So I'm going to start off with the first few attacks. We'll just see what's going on. We'll do two attacks with javelins. Then we'll do another couple attacks and another couple attacks with the goblins back here. As they all
Don't
shoot
worry,
at you.
guys. Everything is at disadvantage. None of these plebeians have magic weapons.
Yeah, well, they do resistance. So these guys don't attack at disadvantage. As it moves out into the hallway like this, I would say that these I'm going to just try to keep it easy. Trying to do my best since there's a shit ton of guys. I'm going to do the first two attacks. So 7. The AC of the water elemental is what again? 14.
14.
So I'm going to just say I have to roll an 11 or higher to just hit the guy. Okay, just to make it easier for myself. That's
Sure.
the two attacks. Water elemental, there's a wizard there. None of them are hitting. The two goblins miss, and the last, they're all rolling kind of low. Let's roll the last one here. They all roll low, so they catch us off by surprise as they release the shots into the hallway. They all miss, but the rest of the group is going to shoot at you as it jumps down, as they're all kind of readying everything. They have their bows out, I'm assuming. They're trying to figure out what's going on.
So to mitigate the fall damage as much as possible, he's going to first land here, which isn't quite 10 feet. And then he drops the 20 feet here and takes the 2d6 fall damage.
Yeah, I'm going to make 2 attacks with the Null Brutes. They're flanking, so they get a +2 to attack. I didn't want to roll that. So attack number 1 with the Null Brute. Rolls a natural
Damn.
1. Rolls the other guy. Rolls pretty low too. Doesn't hit. Rolling
I
pretty
think
bad.
this was meant to be.
This is meant to be. So these are all the guys up here that miss, right? And so then the water elemental jumps down and takes the bludgeoning damage, right? How much did you measure it out?
Yeah, it was 2d6 because it
So-
stopped its fall right here the first time, which wasn't 10 feet. Then it took the 20 feet fall here.
You take damage even if you fall 10 feet, though, right?
I was measuring from the floor, not the railing. Never mind.
What's what? 3d6.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's just
take
3d6.
3d6 for the guy. I'll roll it here. For the water elemental, it's half because it's non-magical damage. So 5.
Correct.
But the problem is the water elemental falls prone.
It can't fall prone.
It's a board
Oh, it's immune to it's immune to prone. Yes, it is. So it just splashes as it like holds the thing together. Normally, the creature falls prone. The rest of the group, they get a pot shot off, and the Ogrins and everything like that are looking at this. They're like, "Don't let them escape." So let me see. So I shot with these guys. So these guys are going to shoot. They all get advantage since they're attacking from above.
Was that your dash action, Aradel, for the War Elemental?
That wasn't his full movement, but yeah, that's his dash. He still has 10 feet left.
Yeah, these guys, this would be their reaction, pretty much, though.
Gotcha.
And then you can move if you want, so it would be the rest of your move. There's another mage up here. So you have to make 2 con saves. Did you roll the first one already?
Oh, right. Wait, the elemental needs to make a con save?
Yeah, 2 con saves.
Okay. It's got a +4. That's a
DC
natural
11.
20.
Nice.
Can we please, just as one instance, give the elemental inspiration?
No, man. Someone's don't get inspiration.
He's such a good boy, though. He's saving
He's doing
us.
great.
Good boy.
Okay.
He passes both.
Nice.
He's got a
Takes
24
no
and a
damage
20.
then from that. So now I'm going to roll with the rest of the guys. Not all of them are going to have their weapons out, though, right? It doesn't make any sense. They all had their weapons out. But the bowmen, the gnolls, the warriors would all have them out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to say 7 guys. So 7 shots. They shoot at advantage. They're shooting down at you. Attack number 1. That is a hit. I'm going to just make it simple and roll a d8 plus 1 for all of them. 1 of 9. So you have to do the math here. So I rolled a 6 plus 1. So you're just doing it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
2.
Yep.
That is a hit. And an 11. Rolled the damage there. 3 of 9.
All right.
That's a hit.
Yep.
Oof.
4 of 9.
It'd be easier for someone else to shout out the damage after he says if it hits.
You can also go into Tailspire and look at the log too. It only keeps the last few rolls though. So there's like 1, 5. So that's 4. The 4 was also a hit. 4 of 9.
All right.
For a total of 8.
All right. 4.
Yeah. 5.
We're still
That is
doing
a
great,
miss.
guys.
5 is a miss.
All right.
6 is a hit.
All right.
7. That's another 7 damage, right? 7, yeah. And the last one is a miss.
All
So
right.
that was their turn. They see you jump though, so that's like they're ready to action. I'm not going to move all the models. Some of them are starting to shift down. They're starting to chase you though. Chase you with the water. Or they're going to start chasing you, and we need to take the fight to the courtyard. We will. That's basically what's happening. Now the water elemental moves fast, but they're moving fast as well.
All right. So it's my turn again, or this is the rest of
Yes.
my turn?
Oh, I'm trying to simplify it because this is sort of mass combat. So it's kind
That's
of
right.
all, this is sort of a mixture between theater of the mind or whatever. This is round number 2. I can't remember what I rolled. I think I rolled a 3. So the last wave is coming up down the stairs. And that's
Excellent.
kind of how I would do it, is the water elemental this turn could probably dash to the stairway and he would meet the rest of the last wave. There.
Oh, we'll meet them head on.
That
Yeah.
is 30 feet. Then it moves over here.
I like the song.
Yeah, it's cool.
And
So what I'm gonna
takes us outside.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this, Arendelle leads you guys up to the top. I'm going to take you guys back to the main room where the water elemental has the thing in its hand, the ball in the hand. Let's see where we're at exactly.
Just yelling at everyone to hold on because it's about to get really fucking bumpy.
I'm going to move the water elemental here, right? And then let's peel this down. If I can do this.
Victoria, about what I told you in there, I expected to die.
Maybe we have that conversation for after we get out of here.
This is not the time!
Well,
Propose later! If you do not shut up, I will turn this ball around!
Things are going to be awkward.
Is Victoria sticking to us because she has Spidey?
It's my hair! Yeah, as soon as I got stuck in the wheel. Oh, wait, did DM freeze?
No, I'm still setting
okay.
up the last wave.
Oh, I will say somber moment as like we're passing
Throw
by.
us in the
we pass
ocean.
right over Gazan.
I can't believe it.
Water elemental.
Should we
Throw us
collect
in the
Gazan's
ocean.
head?
Unfortunately,
We gotta get a.
the
No, we need
water
a sea hag
elemental-
head to free Gazan, not Gazan's head.
Oh,
At this point, we have Akel's body in the water elemental still.
No, we don't. It can't hold that much weight, so it would have had to expel it.
Okay, if we get out of here, like, we need to leave town regardless. So, oh my god, we still have to get out of here. We're not out of the woods yet.
To the shores we go.
Yeah, and as like we're going up the stairs, just Arendelle, you might just have to throw us.
The kobolds owe us a favor.
Vena's just having the time of her
Make
life.
me the Gold's Down King after this. Oh no, I just had a thought. Was that ogre we brutally murdered the little chef guy?
The chef
Okay,
guy's
so-
still in the other room. I mean, I'm trying to do this as best I can here.
You could just
You're
not
good.
put that many models.
This is the last.
Because really,
wave.
we're just gonna
Them
run
all.
out and just shot put.
You
It's
got
an
the
option.
So as you come up the stairway here, you guys probably can't see the model, but Arendelle is here. Arendelle is surrounded with the thing. So this is the last wave that has started to come down the stairs. And as soon as you guys were kind of going up the stairs talking about getting to the sewers, you're surrounded by 10 other orcs, and the rest of the orcs are starting to pile up the stairs. And they're just chasing you down.
Push through.
So I'm going to have this is sort of I'm going to just do again. I'm going to go to exploration mode. I could try to move the models over, or you could just view it on stream. As you guys are encased into a thing, it's round 3 of being encased. You have 7 more rounds remaining within the ball of force.
Here, Arendelle, do you see my little cursor here?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Don't worry.
All right, thank you.
I'm going to roll
This
a
works.
d20, and then you roll a d20, Arendelle. And if you beat me, they go first, or you go first. So I roll an 8.
All I have to
Come
do is roll a
on,
9 or
wizard.
higher. No, that was a 19, you motherfucker!
So they go first, and they begin to
Yeah.
attack and wail out on you. So
Would
the
you
two-
say they're at least surprised?
No, because they hear you coming up, and like they hear all the chatter or whatever, right? Now the thing is, there's 4 of them on either side. So only 4 can attack you. I won't give them advantage on the attack.
I appreciate that. That is the
One.
least I can ask for.
2. So the second one hits. They attack with
Yep.
great axes when they're up close.
Ew.
Looks like there's
Ew.
mostly orcs.
Great axe. Nasty.
So that is
4
the
damage.
modifiers. 8 plus, and then their modifier is +4 on the attack, so they attack you with 12.
6 damage.
Next one
Alright.
doesn't hit.
Alright.
Like I said, I need to roll an 11 or higher. This is the last attack. They all roll kind of low. You're up, Arendelle, with the water elemental. This is round 4 of 10.
The water elemental, seeing as it's a little bit of a squirmy little fellow, will just kind of take that reaction attack from them as he
Can't
moves
move through
past them.
hostile creatures.
Can we shove past them?
Yeah,
You can shove
mean,
it
I'm-
as an action, but the problem is you're also you're carrying the ball.
the ball's
Allow
just
you to
inside
make-
of it.
Yeah, it's
So
like use the ball.
the ball is inside of it, which makes it even more difficult to maneuver around them,
It's true.
especially with a large ball with 4 people in it. It's difficult, but it could
Calling
be
us
done.
fat.
I will say this is an opposing skill challenge versus the 4 orcs, so you have to win 4 rolls in a row against each hostile creature.
I see 2 orcs and 2 goblins.
Yeah, so against the 2 goblins, yep. Against their you would use your strength, which is at a +4 mod, versus them.
Hold on, let me
Plus,
get
you
to
have the
my-
ball in your hand. I should give you disadvantage on the roll.
Well, can he just use the ball? It's a 10-foot sphere to just push them out of the way.
Ow.
Interesting.
It's kind of like, you see those kids
It
that get
is-
face planted
it's
with
a-
the yoga ball?
It's a. You ever seen somebody get hit with a 10-foot wide beach ball?
Yeah, it's
They just
And they fall backwards.
The water elemental takes on the form of a human and just does a punch shot. Knocks
I
them all
mean,
out of the way.
I think that would
Could be an
happen
attack
in
roll.
this situation.
It'd be an attack
Uh,
roll.
I have a +7 to that if you would allow it. He's
It just
literally
depends on what you're
to.
trying to do. I mean, basically, you
He's-
throw the ball at one of these guys or try to squeeze it past them. You try
I
to
wouldn't
squeeze it
say-
past them, I would give you a disadvantage stack -2. Because the ball doesn't weigh anything, guys.
Right, but the force behind the ball weighs a lot.
What do you want to do, Arendelle? It looks pretty hairy.
So I'm going to have the ball be the point of contact, and I'm going to have the elemental get itself back up against the wall and just launch itself forward using the weight of its momentum.
So you're trying to move with the
clear.
water elemental.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's make the rolls. This is the first contesting roll. Okay, we'll start
Strength,
off with
right?
the orcs. Yeah, the orcs have the best strength, so they have a +4 as well. I think, or a +3. I'm just gonna roll. So first roll, you roll with disadvantage because you have the ball with you. Roll a
Oh, you are
17.
going to give me disadvantage. All right, that's. Oh, I failed the first one.
Yeah, you would have just failed the first one anyways, because it's very difficult to do something like this, right?
I don't think it'd be that difficult.
I-
Okay.
I would say
Yeah.
we have the weight of the water elemental, the force of the water, and the size of the ball on our side. I think physics actually is on our side against because the
If it's
ball
not
itself is taller
disadvantage,
than
he
the
still fails against the orc. As the orc pushes back, he's like, "Ah!" The attempt fails, at least the first attempt. And they just attack on the second round. That's your action to do something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Because that's what we call overrun. But you really
That's what
technically only be able to move through one opponent. But every person you overrun is a different check. That's how the rules are written.
Mm.
All right, here comes the attacks. 4 attacks onto the water elemental. Attack number 1 with the orcs. Hits. D12
Here
plus
goes.
4. Roll pretty low. 1 plus 4, 5.
2.
Yep. Attack number 2. Miss. Attack number 3. Miss. Attack number 4 is a hit. 4. 3 plus 4, 7 damage in total.
3.
This is the second round up. This is round number 5 of the thing. You guys might be able to get out of this. I'm going to
Come
say
on,
the orcs
Arendelle.
are about 1 round behind you now, though. The other orcs are on your ass from the down
I'm
below.
assuming my strength check would still be at disadvantage.
Does the water elemental have whelm?
It does,
does.
but we're already in it.
Can it use that to move through enemy space?
But we're already in it. There's already an entity occupying the space,
us.
so we couldn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I see
All
what
right,
you guys
so
are doing now. Let's do the
strength.
first roll. I will not make it a disadvantage because Victoria's, saying her thing.
Science.
So I'll roll the first roll here.
All right.
Roll a
That's
natural 1.
18 plus 4, so 22.
Okay, so the first guy is passed. Second guy.
Alright.
He
There we
drowned.
go. Roll a 3, rolling really low.
10.
So that's a pass. This is the goblins.
Come on. Don't make me lose to a goblin. That's a 16.
Pass. The last goblin.
Here's our
Last one of
chance.
4.
22.
Pass. You provoke 2 attacks of opportunity from the 2 orcs, though, that are behind you. And
Okay.
this guy cannot be grappled. So one of them wastes his attacks and tries to grab onto the thing, and he feels but he tries to grab in there, and I'm going to make an attack roll with him at disadvantage. And if so, he goes in there and grabs it, and he grabs onto the fucking ball that's in there. Since he can't grab that, he
medium-
reaches through it.
Okay, sure.
So I'm going to roll with disadvantage against the ball. Natural 20 on the first roll. 13 plus 4, that is a hit. He grabs onto the ball. This is one of the orcs. So as you're able to successfully do it, so you pass 4 checks in a row. This is how it works, is it gets done through this, but these 2 guys get attacks of opportunity as you're like totally surrounded, basically. You pull through and the ball is being pulled. The ball is probably right here. And this orc is probably pulled up with it. And the second orc makes an attack of opportunity against And I'm going to just roll an attack. I'll roll with disadvantage. But if I roll high, we'll see what happens.
Well, it's not like they can destroy the orb.
I didn't. I rolled a 2 at disadvantage. So, but I'm going to say the globe is right here. It would require another action to re-grab it and establish it. And also to re-establish the whelm ability, you have to roll a 4, 5, or 6 on the D6 recharge. Do you understand?
I didn't use the whelm ability. I just had it enter the creature's space.
Okay. Well, okay. I thought you were using the whelm thing.
I mean, technically I was, but it was while we had a minute to prepare. So I'd assume it'd just have it back.
You've successfully made it to the other side. The ball is being held, and you see another orc, you guys. This is like a beach ball thing. There's a beach ball above these guys right now as you guys are trying to squeeze through the door. The elemental is trying his best to pull you out. And the beach ball is right here. And this orc is holding it back, and then there's 4 guys here. And then I will say you have to roll the 4, 5, or 6 on the start of your turn.
Wait,
So
I
DM,
use Sanctuary on the water elemental.
That is
so
true.
you're making wisdom saves.
All right, I rolled a 6.
Would
Also-
that
Is it-
orc have been
I have to
able to
make it-
get in there?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Should have been rolling it from the get go. Since you didn't remind me, the attack goes off successfully. We won't
Okay.
on it. But that's true.
So DM, the creatures inside the orb for their action can use an action to push against the sphere's wall, moving the sphere up to half of the creature's walking speed. Can we be
Yeah, just
pushing
kinda like-
ourselves? Yeah, can we, especially
We're on a
as
hamster
Victoria
wheel.
spider climbs, can we be pushing up
I
against
already-
the sphere to try to help the water elemental get out of it?
All right.
I'm picturing
I
all
don't-
3 of us doing it, and then Victoria just sticking, being like, "Whoa!"
So the whelm ability recharged. So would he be able to use that action to grab the ball again?
It begins to circle around the ball and recharge. That's his action to do so.
Correct. And since they already used their reactions to attack me, I can assume I move without being hit.
They use their reaction, and then it's their action starts on the. Actually, it's not even your turn yet because their action's up. This was just you getting out of there. Their reactions to attack. Now it's their turn to get out there, right?
Yeah.
So
Alright.
they actually reshuffle around you. They say, "Surround it," and the ball is still there actually. So it's their turn now with the ball there, and the water elemental and them have to make a grapple check against the 4 guys that are there as they try to push the ball back or just pull it back. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Push it back down the stairs or just push it out of the way. I'm going to make a grapple check versus the water elemental, and you have to make 4 checks again. It's difficult because there's a lot of guys.
The water elemental can't be grabbed, though, can it?
No, it
That's-
can't, but
it's
the ball
grab-
can.
the
Also,
grab-
there's
Oh.
another
Oh,
thing.
it's the ball. Okay.
So that was their reaction to use that, right?
The reaction resets on the top of the round. It's their turn now.
Yeah.
So how are they able to use the grapple check twice in their turn?
They didn't. There's
Since
multiple
it
guys.
wasn't my turn.
They use it. It provokes an attack. They could use an attack to grapple.
So they did use the reaction to grapple.
Yes, and now their reaction is reset at the top of the round. Do you want me to go back? Do you want me to clear the initiative count and
No.
go to initiative count
No,
to show you?
Did we-
no.
Okay,
I'm just trying to get this encounter over with.
it is what it is. You guys are almost out. Maybe I'm playing it as is. Grapple check number 1. Well, you have to make it a counter grapple check. This is with the 2 orcs.
Sanctuary.
It's not. It's attacking the ball and not the water elemental.
You can't attack the ball. It doesn't do anything.
The ball is being moved and grappled just like you are.
It's a
the
16. I
check.
succeed the check.
They pass because they beat you. I roll a 14 plus 4 with the orc.
Oh.
They move, they shuffle it back. The water elemental, while it's doing its damn near best, Arendelle, as you're all being jostled inside. I'm going to move everybody's model so we can kind of see what's going on a little bit more. And they move into position as they sort of separate the water elemental out. I will say the water elemental thing is reset. As they move in, they reshuffle it like a beach ball. They separate it back and they push it back down the fucking stairs. And it rolls into there and they stop it. And the orcs there are like, what the fuck is going on? So the ball is probably right about here as the rest of the orcs are climbing up the stairs, guys.
Can we be using our action to move the
Yeah,
the
put us back in the initiative order because we have turns too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
sure.
we can be using our action. Each of us can be using our action to move the orb half of our movement speed.
You can't move the orb through hostile targets.
But we can jump the orb over a target.
You
If
can't.
we
Now
do
you've
a
been
high
put on
jump.
the ground, right? You've been put on the ground though. Like that's where the orb is encased, and it's probably right on the ground right here. But I'll put the models out and try to show this as best I can, since this is pretty complex.
Doesn't have to be.
I'm not trying to make it is, but it is what it is. Venna?
There's nothing that we could have done to try to move it before.
Apparently not.
No, there is. I'm saying this is the thing. We'll get into initiative count though if you want to do it. Here we go. I'm just gonna have these guys out, but there's 2 other guys on the stairs too that are probably attacking you. There's 2 other guys that are the whole army of orcs are here, guys.
Everybody's so sad.
I know.
Karma. Vena's talking to Karma
Mm-hmm.
in the ball as we roll down the stairs. I hold your hands, and we don't make it out of this, Karma. Just know that you're my best friend I've ever had.
Venna's up.
Oh, she don't know what the fuck to do. We're just moving,
Try
right?
to move the ball.
That's all we're
Reaction-
doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
The ball can be moved up to half its speed, but technically the ball weighs 1 pound. So that's what the whole beat of force is all about. It's supposed to be like where a person captures you and they control you. So it's probably really easy for them to just keep you in place until the thing drops.
Well, Vena tries anyways.
You guys are pushing up and is struggling. This is why I can you cast spells through there, guys, or no?
No attack can be made in or outside
So
of
it's
the
like
spell.
a wall of force almost. So this
Yeah.
is what I'm going to do is that basically the water elemental can do its damn near best to fight its way to get you guys safe. That's probably
has
the way
to
this
pa-
works.
The way that you've been having it set up is that I have to pass 8 athletic checks in order to move at all with the ball.
Yeah, because there's 8 guys here. It's like you're struggling against like
No, I'm talking about with just the 4 because they could reaction and then action grapple check.
yeah, because you're moving out of it. You don't disengage, and then you have to move through it. You're surrounded. You know, it makes sense.
Sure.
I'm going to say the water elemental's turn is up though.
Can
As
he
they
reach
shuffle
us?
around, and I think it's their attack. That's where we ended the thing, guys. So I'm trying to keep this legit. So I'm just going to go in the initiative turn order. This guy is there holding the orb. This guy is, so if I put the orb out, the orb is like this, right? So it's something like this, and that's why I want to put it. So like you guys are all trapped inside of it like that, and this guy would be here. This guy would be here. This guy's holding the orb. Arendel's up. Arendel's you're trying to struggle and push it, but it's like it weighs 1 pound. So you can't move anywhere, right? Like that's probably what realistically happens. Like you can't move anywhere unless the water elemental's like moving you and competing with their grapple to do so. Orc Ranger is up. This guy doesn't do anything. Karma's up. Orc Commander's up. This guy is he's not in close enough to attack this guy. Goblin Rogue is up. This guy's flanking the water elemental and attacks the water elemental with advantage. Natural 20. The D6.
He's attacking the elemental.
Yeah. Oh, I have to make the save. Yeah, let me do that first. What's the spell save DC? He passes, so he gets the critical.
Pulling it up right now.
But I like that.
Level.
I really like that, though, Karma.
It is 15. Wisdom saving throw 15.
I critically hit Arendel's water elemental, so it takes 6 plus 6 plus 2. So 8 plus 6. 7. And then Null Scavenger's up now. Attacks flanking as well. Let me roll with advantage. Won't count that other roll. Rolls hits, and then I'll just roll a d6 to make it easier. 2 plus 2, 4 in total. Let me roll this next guy. This guy, I rolled a 17, so that's a hit on the water elemental as well. 3 plus 2, 5. The leader, the pack leader here. Won't count that roll. I'm trying to grab my double dice. 16, that's also a hit. Another d6 for 3 plus 2. 5. Last one is up. Hits with a 13. The water elemental is basically surrounded. 6 plus 2, 8. In total, elemental's now up.
All right, so before I even decide to do anything, I'm just going to ask a quick question.
Sure.
Can I even reach the ball from where the elemental is standing?
They've moved the ball back. The only way to probably get to the ball is like you have to kill these guys, free them from the grasp of the ball, and pull
The water
ball
elemental
out.
can move through another creature's space. It doesn't have to kill anything, so it can just
You're gonna do
move here.
Yeah, from the whelm ability.
No, it can just occupy another creature's space. It doesn't have to capture it. It's made of water.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
you can move through there for sure. The ball can't move through it though, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you can move into, so you like move into the hostile creature space. Now, typically how the rules are written is you can't end, you're not supposed to end your turn inside another creature's space, but that's okay, we'll allow it.
Alright, so the water elemental's here.
Okay.
It's gonna make...
It sloshes through it, slash. You guys see it like move around the ball of the beat of force. The beat of force has 4 rounds remaining.
Alright, he's gonna make 2 melee attacks against this guy.
Okay. Roll to attack.
That is a 18 to hit.
Roll damage, my friend. I needed to roll those saving throws there, Karma.
That is 11 bludgeoning damage.
If it has to choose another target, we'll have to choose a friendly target.
No, wouldn't choose a friendly target, but
It would
so
just
does have
negate
no-
the attack altogether.
It just
just
negates the
wastes
whole
its turn.
attack. Yeah, it wastes
Does
the whole
that-
turn.
Cool.
Does that attack kill the orc?
It splashes into the orcs and kills them.
Alright. Multi-attack, attack the other one, standing next to it. I don't know if that hits. Oh, it does. 19.
Roll
Or
damage.
not even 19, it's like a 22 or something. 2d8 plus 4 is dead. It's dead.
Arendel's water elemental begins to splash up against the orcs. It kills 2 of them there, but that's his end of his turn.
Yep. Now they can move, though.
Yeah, it's getting there, at least for that way. It begins
No,
to
no, I
move-
mean, we can use our turns to move through the elemental since there's no one blocking this path.
This guy moves up, so they can't move through your hostile space, but they kind of like move into here.
No,
Right,
hold
or like-
on. After,
Wait,
after
can-
the elemental was Vena, Victoria, and then me, we can move through it before they can.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, they're still in contact with you, so it would require an opposing grapple check from the water elemental. So unfortunately, that you can't do it, right? Because their other hostile forces are there. It would require a competing roll with the water elemental
Sure.
against
Wasn't
every.
there was no
yeah.
one in the way before they moved, right? So couldn't we have moved forward
There
before
was
they
these.
did?
There was these 2 guys here.
They weren't in the way, though, is what she's saying.
Because we're moving towards the water elemental, which is on the stairs, right?
Yes, but they're still holding onto the ball, right? Or they're still resisting the ball with the weapons, or like pull. They're trying to block. They still have a free hand, so they're like pushing up against the ball. It is what it is, guys.
It is one of the...
Like, so here's the, if you guys want to define the rule a little bit more. If there's a hostile target's base touching this beat of force, it requires a competing grapple check with any other opposing creature's base touching the beat of force. That's what I've been doing.
Okay.
But they move in a position. I'm going to make the 2 saves with these guys as they turn back around. Water Elemental's in better position, so they don't get the flanking bonus. But I have to make the saves for Karma's Sanctuary. Number 1, I pass, and this is the second save, Karma. I don't think I pass with that one.
Nope.
So only one of them gets to attack. I will count only the first roll here. It hits with a 19, and I'll roll the d6 against the water elemental. What's the HP of the water elemental?
48.
48, so it takes another 6 plus 2. 8
Four.
from other. Yeah. It's now the elemental's turn, as the rest of them, that's as far as they can move, because they can't move through the water elemental's hostile space. Are you having fun, Benna?
2 melee attacks.
This is interesting for sure.
Water elemental's up.
Of course, it's a fucking natural one.
Watch
Jenna,
that
you're one
soap
of my
opera.
closest friends.
So what do
too.
you try to attack someone, or do you try to
The
move the ball?
goblin.
Okay, so you roll
I
a natural
tried to
1
move
on the
the
first
goblin.
attack. 3 rounds remaining.
Second attack's at 18.
Roll damage.
I hope Gazan's okay.
Kazan is AFK.
IRL or
16,
Haven't seen
Six-
him for a while.
16 bludgeoning damage.
You
Water
forgot.
Elemental's doing a great job, attacking him. There's 2 orcs on the other side now grabbing it. They scream out in Orcish, "We're getting killed up here! Help us!" And they move, they're just shuffling around. Only 2 of them can get into position with the Water Elemental, like this. Unless the Water Elemental wants to do a move or something before this. Because you killed the one guy there, so probably not. So this is how they move. So I'm going to do the Sanctuary attacks again onto the Water Elemental. I'm going to just roll both of them right here. I pass both of them. They do straight attacks. Attack number 1 onto the Water Elemental. Natural 1. Water Elemental can counterattack.
Yep. Rolling the hit. Natural 20.
As it splats it. Water Elemental's carrying hard. Attack number 2. You guys almost killed this last wave here. Doesn't hit.
There's
So-
no us.
There's two turns left before the ball falls down. The rest of the orcs have piled in up the stairway. They're waiting, and Commander then says, "Give up and surrender, and I'll make your deaths quick." The water
Seeing as the
elementals
elemental's in the shape of a hand, it just flicks the finger. Alright,
We got that from
there's
inside the ball, don't
worry. Still an orc to kill, so make 1 slam attack, see if it kills it. See if it hits it. So 18 hits. 2d8 bludgeoning, plus 4. That damage was dog water. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does that kill it?
Yeah.
Alright. So
Now I
now
killed. There's a gap right here that's been formed from the water elemental splatting up against the orcs. The orcs are piling up.
he's gonna make his second attack against the 1 orc right here.
Sure.
It's a 21 to hit.
Roll damage. To roll really low for it not to work.
It's dead. That is a dead orc. That's 19 bludgeoning.
1 round left before the ball falls. Right? Ven is up. And then basically you're just competing, but there's still an orc there, There's still orcs on the side here. This guy.
So they're
moves up.
focusing on the ball, but not the elemental that's slaughtering them, is what you're saying.
There's one guy here controlling the ball, right? And then there's one guy this is all of them. There was just 2 guys left. The one guy moves up to attack you, right?
Well, then Venna
And-
tries to punch the ball, but she knows she's not going to do it, but she's like just punching at the ball. She's like, get off of me.
Attacks. The hobgoblin guy attacks.
DM, I'm going to ready an action to attack one of these guys in the doorway as soon as the orb drops.
Sure.
Oh, that's smarter than what I did.
I the first one was for a save against Karma's thing. I passed, but then I missed on the attack. As the water elemental comes up, the bead of force is finished. I'll say it like that. So the bead of force is up. Now it's Venna's turn. Venna looks behind her and she sees a lot of orcs, in the hallway. And you see Commander Dench down in there, in the group down the hallway around the secret passage. They say, he just shakes his head. He's like, "It is time." "Throw your bead now!"
Yeah, definitely. That's a great idea.
Down the stairs. Down the stairs, not at the things in front of us.
Them.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, Venna takes the advice and throws her bead down the stairs.
You want to try to hit some of the orcs? Like 4 of the orcs?
I want to try to hit whatever's coming at us right now.
The first 4 in the front.
Yeah, anybody that's about to be here.
Would I get like jammed in the hallway too with physics, like the
Mhm.
orb?
No, because we made it through.
Yeah, since you guys made
Close.
it through.
Oh, true.
Close the door. If that orb is on the staircase and we close the door, they can't get past that for a minute.
That is true.
Then it has to throw the bead of force. I think this is a saving throw.
Yeah, it's a
So I
dex
make a
save.
save.
Dex
I
save.
make a dex save for 4 guys. So if one of them doesn't pass, he's outside the bead of force. Here's the first 2. The dex save is DC 15. Both of these guys fail. The next 2,
All failed.
all of them
Oof.
fail. So Venna captures
Yes.
4 of them in there as her action.
And they all take 5d4 force damage.
Yeah, let's roll it up.
What? You
Just
you do
I'll
that?
roll it for you,
Yeah,
buddy.
he's got it.
Okay, good.
As the bead of force crushes them, it crushes all the orcs inside, and the bead of force
Well,
is
so one at a time.
And so I'm going to go back to the other pile of guys back here, and we'll just say I'll remove 4 of them. Just remind me. I
That's
have
all
my
I can do.
Excel
Right?
sheet, so I'll take my notes on it.
You still have a reaction and movement.
Want to
Run,
move anywhere?
Venna, run.
Well, I can't go forward, right? I can't run past these guys.
You can, but against the same rules as this guy, so you have to make
Yeah.
a push through. So you have to push through both of these guys.
She'd only have to push through one since she's
She
a
can push through
medium.
one, but then she'd be take attack of opportunity from the other one.
Mm.
Do it, Venna.
She can take a hit.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it, Venna.
Venna rolls an opposing So Venna, use your athletics. I'm going to roll my opposing athletics now. Roll pretty low.
Sorry, looking for. Oh, I don't even have an advantage on that one. Nothing.
It's got to beat a 5.
God damn it.
Too. As she gets struck, the orc pushes back against her. This is like, ancient combat. Like, they're just like grunting, sweat, and everybody is like very close and personal, Venna. That's the
my
end of
boob.
Venna. That's actually, Venna can't even do that because it requires an action to do that. So that Victoria's up because she spent an action to throw the bead, then an action to do that. Then
Is
Victoria's
the-
up.
Is the orb of force that Venna just threw, is that on the stairwell below us, blocking the
No,
stairwell?
I'm gonna say it crushes the orcs inside and and then it's gone. So the 4 orcs are gone inside of it. So it's not blocking anything from what I understand.
Disappeared.
It killed all the orcs.
It killed 4 orcs in there.
Okay.
And I wrote down on my sheet -4. Just so I can remind
Is it an
myself.
action? Is it an action to close the door, the secret passage door?
It's an object interaction. You are close enough to do it, and if you shut it, but you remember there might be a way just for them just to reactivate on the other side. So,
Yeah, but that takes time. That gives us time.
it depends on what's happening, guys.
Yeah, it might be better for someone else to do it because I can actually clear the doorway. I'm gonna hit one of these goblins with my umbrella.
Okay.
You still have spider?
I do still have spider. That's
Climb
gonna
over
be
the
a
wall and get out of here. I was kidding.
26 to hit.
Roll damage.
8 points of bludgeoning.
You slash into it. It's like "Ugh!"
He's still alive.
Still up. Yeah.
He's still pushed back 5 feet.
You push him
Because of
back
my-
just maybe enough.
That I'm not gonna take a step forward into that space.
Yeah,
So you
that clear
can't
space
reblock.
for sure. Mm-hmm. Awesome.
I think that's all I can do.
Arundel's up. Arundel, there are the orcs that were there, like near the doorway. You just see their crushed body, like they get crushed into a marble. But there's more orcs down the way, that are like getting ready to move up.
Yep. I saw the lever that Victoria pulled whenever we first came down here, so I'm going to reach over there and just pull it down.
The thing starts to slowly move across, or kind of move across. Arundel, I'll let the dice decide this. You roll a d20.
Sure. 6. I don't know what that means.
Let's make it an opposing roll, because that's kind of like, so I don't just pull a DC out of my ass. I roll an 8. So the effect, as it closes, you see another orc just run up and like hit the thing, and it stops it, like jams it, kind of like your garage door opener. You know, thing as you're opening the garage, it like stucks. It's enough for like, I'm gonna say it's partially successful, as only one orc can fill through at a time until they reset it on their end. That's your object interaction, by the way.
True. Is that's still an action though, right? To interact with an object.
Nope.
Not an
Nope.
action.
Oh,
Object
okay.
interaction, free ability.
So, what's to do in that case?
Orcs
Fuck
on
it.
deck.
Yeah, magic missile on the orc in front of us, and
Okay.
one on the goblin that Victoria just hit, and 2 on the one that hasn't been hit yet.
Roll to the goblin.
Yeah,
It's
one
actually
D.
a Knoll scavenger. As
It looks like a
Victoria
goblin.
knocks it back. You fly a magic missile over its shoulder.
3 force.
Destroys it, Victoria. There's a way out.
And the orc receives 5 force damage.
He's unhurt. He's bloodied.
It's my turn.
Orcs are up, so I gotta go pull the other models out, guys. Give me a second. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Guys, let's take a 5-minute break while I pull these models out.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Can I do Karma's turn first? Because I feel like it'll make a dramatic difference.
No.
Karma, I don't
Okay.
think you have to. I really don't think you have to.
Okay.
The elements is
Karma,
bigger
that's
than
right.
Whatever the fuck Karma's trying to plan, don't do it.
Let's just take a
Well,
5-minute break.
Okay.
Get a little drink.
Also, I missed my opportunity when the orb was out because I was gonna do this. Like, I was gonna be like, "Oh my god!" I was gonna just be messy because of how we were like tumbling around in the ball. And then we were just out of the ball, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
I
Well, I guess
can't
the-
believe you guys are actually making it out. You
Well, I
were
guess the-
actually doing it.
Well,
We don't
DM,
know
will any of
design.
them actually be able to reach the top of the steps on their turn?
One of them will.
I am
Okay.
just kind of playing this by ears, guys.
Okay, because I'm wondering if
As
one of
either...
us
this
to
fight
die.
is very dynamic.
He
I
said
know, but-
one can file out at a time due to my partially successful action.
Folks, I need to move all the models. I'm wondering if we need to, because if they can't even get to us, we have a shot right there to get down to the sewer.
I'm gonna get more water.
Okay, see you guys in 5.
This orc and the goblin in the doorway are dead, right?
The orc's alive. The Knoll died.
Chat's been real quiet.
I don't even have all of them in here.
See you guys in 5.
I got Hogwarts Legacy last night. It's pretty alright.
Dice clear here.
Had to grab my Lego blanket. Cold. Oh no, everybody's mixed up again. Ooh. Thanks for teaching me about the dice roll, Arendelle.
Huh?
Thanks for teaching me the dice roll.
Oh yeah, sure. No
Not
issue.
complicated. A lot of complicated things I don't know.
They're fine.
I'll talk to chat while we're waiting here.
Not a single dime has been spent on our success and/or failure this round, this session.
I know. Everybody's saving them up. They're like, waste my points on you. I'm gonna say 2 guys get up here. I'm also gonna reseal this, so I can put them on solid ground. I'll put it a little lower like that. Something like that. Delete this. Like that. Move this here.
They said only one was able to fit through.
Yeah, this is the other guys that are coming up through the tunnel, right?
Oh, he's on the stairs. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to represent that a little bit. All right. And I will add them to the initiative count here. They go like this for now. They go around Karma, like this. This Orc Ranger's up, though, and it would attack the Water Elemental. So I'll do my attack. I roll it. I have to roll at the Sanctuary.
Yep.
And then the passive. I've been passing well with the Sanctuary spell, but does not hit. Karma's turn is up.
My turn. Primal
Are we back?
Savagery.
Are we back?
I'm
We're
gonna
back.
claw. I'm gonna take a claw at the first goblin right there next to me.
Sure.
It's a 16 hit,
Yeah.
14 damage.
Kill the goblin as you slash across. How do you kill it?
I'm just gonna grab its throat and rip it out.
Yes.
Blood and bodies are piling up. The next
Do I
goblin. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Karma. What else do you want to do?
Do I see the
Commander?
rest of the group coming up,
Yes.
and the party seem like they're probably not gonna get piled on if something doesn't happen?
This is a good old-fashioned battle. This is what orcs love. One orc dies, another one just steps over his dead body and goes at you. Unfazed. Their dark eyes look into yours that are growing ever more darker.
Karma's gonna hit the lever to shut the door.
Arendelle already did. He's already covering the spot.
All right, Karma is going to attempt to push past Vina.
Okay, you can do so. You want to move out into... You can move your model.
Yeah.
Fuck you, biatch. I want to live.
I can't move.
Gotta be
So
right.
here's the thing: is there's a hobgoblin guy out here though, so you could move up to here.
I don't have
Move your
control of my
model?
character. Yeah, I don't have control of it. Yeah,
Is what it
there
is.
we go. Cool, cool.
I moved you out there.
Stand right here so you flank it.
Or just run past if you have good enough health. And we
I
just
give it
roll
an attack of opportunity, don't I?
Yeah.
Perfect. Go ahead and take it. 16 CAC.
Hits you with a 19. Hobgoblins, I think they use long swords. Take a look at this guy.
A sniper? Oh, wait, no, that's just the name of the model. Never mind. And these models confuse me sometimes. For no reason.
I think it's just Ox's naming sequence.
I rolled damage. I just rolled 1d8. I'm just going to use my dice roller because it's going to help me more. You take 3 damage from the long sword.
Victoria, we should probably go.
Let's go.
Okay. The goblin bowmans are up. And as one of the this guy takes a shot at... Let me take a look. There was one person in front of him and they've moved. This goblin moves up to here.
Oh, Jesus.
And grabs Arundel. Arundel makes an opposing athletics or acrobatics roll.
Acrobatics.
Okay. Roll pretty good. 13.
14. Oh, never mind. It just skidded and hit the wall and became a 12. All right, never mind.
12. I also have a +1 to strength, so Arendel's now grappled. His speed is 0, and I move another model, so I have all my dudes out here, and I'll roll a d20 to determine how severe the model is, and see what type it is. I roll low, it's just like a regular goblin, so it's going to be a goblin. If I can find it. There's actually no goblins in here, so it'll be an orc ranger. Come on. And I love how complex this battle is. This is where the guy is right here. So he moves up into position, Arundel. He's like climbing up the stairs right now. And I will add him to the initiative count. He goes before this guy, so any new creature goes ahead of the summon. This guy's turn is over as you grappled you. This is the hobgoblin sniper outside. Did you want to move further than that, Karma? The guy took an attack of opportunity, but you could run off if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, Karma's gonna try to make it to the sewers.
Okay, you run down over here. Okay.
Yeah.
So the hobgoblin sniper's turn up. His action, his turn resets, and he sees you running, but he is now flanking Venna with the bowman there. So he attacks. The hobgoblin attacks with the longsword. He attacks with advantage against Venna. Attack number 1. Attack number 2. What's Venna's AC? So it's 3
11.
plus... Yeah, he hits. Just barely. With the longsword. And he has something called martial advantage. So this is how much damage he does. He does 6 plus 2d6. 9. So Venna takes 15 slashing damage.
Okay.
Venna down. Is she still up?
She's still up.
Orc Ranger's now up. And this guy was the one there. And as Arendel's grabbed, it comes out and stabs you with the spear, I'm thinking. Let's look it up. Attack number... I'm going to roll it here for you guys, so you can see it. Just a straight attack into Arundel. Roll 19. I'll say it's with the 1d6 damage. Here we go. 1. Arundel takes 1 plus 3. Takes 4 piercing damage, and Arundel makes a concentration check. Cool. Blood Elemental's up. We'll see what the con save is, though.
Natural 20.
Awesome, you gain inspiration.
Arundel being grabbed by a filthy creature and stabbed by yet another, he channels his rage into his elemental, who then runs over here and makes multi-attack against the goblin and the orc if the goblin dies. That's a 16 to hit the goblin.
Roll it up.
The goblin takes 11, 15 bludgeoning damage.
If it moves into the space, it also moves into Arendel's space, too. Okay.
Oh, I was
And
just
moves into
moving. I
Venna's
didn't
space.
really
That's how
see
it works,
where
though,
went.
because it's so big. That's just the way it moves. So actually, move it up. It moves over to moves on Venna. When
Yeah,
the blood,
that's what you mean.
when it moves onto a creature, the creature is blinded or something like that. It's like this huge slosh of water comes over them. But you kill the goblin.
Move forward. Attack the orc.
As you come up, you see there's got to be a few spellcasters down there that see the elemental come up, and they use their ranged attacks, spell attacks to hit the water elemental. Let's see how many spellcasters I have. Let me put them in a little pile.
Let me
'Cause
actually
there's-
check something real quick before you do that.
Sure.
Never mind. I wanted to see if it had a greater reach than 5 feet, but it doesn't. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What does
Sorry,
Bless
my
do
dog.
again?
Bless?
They also
Well-
make their attacks at disadvantage because Sanctuary's
Well-
still up.
Yeah, well, they don't. They actually have to they have to pass the save on it, too. I think I only have 2 casters. I'm just looking here.
And
We
also
got a bless in chat too.
Oh, bless on who?
Victoria.
Victoria, so Victoria rolls 2d4. and adds it, or 2d6 and adds it to her temp HP.
Oh, 2d6. Okay.
Yeah. So I just have 2 casters down here. I'm going to make the 2 saves to see if I go over Karma's Sanctuary, which I've been rolling pretty well against. I'm going to say it's a Wisdom save.
Yep, 15.
I fail on one of them, so you make a con save with the guy.
Sure. +4. Another natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh. Is that another inspiration?
The
No, not for the
elemental.
creature.
He refuses to give the elemental inspiration.
Super inspiration.
And
Stop it,
he's
guys.
finally
It's not a big
going to finish his action and attack the orc real quick.
Edda doesn't know what the fuck to do when she comes over here.
16 to hit. No, not 16. 19 to hit.
Roll damage.
All right.
How are you looking on health, Venna?
5.
5?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bludgeoner.
Orc dies. But as soon as it dies,
Mhm.
another ready to action is another orc just steps up in its place. I'll roll a d20
Yeah, I
to
was
see who
gonna-
it is.
I was going to
Yeah.
finish my turn by occupying this space.
It's their ready to action. They're all behind it. As you smash
Yeah.
one just steps right in front. It's like their ready to action is their reaction.
Yeah, I know, but elemental can occupy another creature's space, remember?
Yes, and as you do that, they step onto you and you begin to slosh into it as it moves into your space.
So it's
Then I
And
blinded.
that is when Arendelle just gives the simple command. Kill them all.
Yeah, there would be another one right here too.
Venna, you were blessed by the chat.
Oof. What does that mean?
2d6
2D.
temp HP.
2d6. This is one of your viewers, Ben. It's the voice gambit guy.
Mhm.
He's one of our
Okay.
good fans.
Okay.
Let me move him
What do
back
I-
so I
what do
can
I
move
roll?
these guys up. So this guy's smashed. I'm going to say, yeah, this guy would then, well, it's outside his turn, but the rest of the guys down there, they would move into there. So like he moves up to there.
So I'm gonna ask a really dumb question, but I rolled 2 d6s. Is that what you said?
You roll 2d6 and add it to your temp HP. Ven is up.
So 5. So I have 10. Oof. For a minute.
Yeah.
All right. What? Right in front of me? Wait, what?
You
So
want a recommendation, Venna?
I will just say what's kind of going on. There's an orc ranger here. There is also a
Right in front of me, right?
There's
Wait,
kind of
where'd
one in
that
front of
ranger
you.
come from?
He's
He was
been
there.
there.
I guess your model was on it. The water
I didn't see the
elemental
one
moved.
over
There's
there
orcs
behind him. Yeah.
everywhere.
Weird.
There's
They're
one in the
pouring out of
doorway that I
everywhere.
want to kill.
I have sworn I killed that,
So-
but it's fine.
So Venna, since you're low on health, Victoria's a lot tankier. I don't know if you want to either hold your action to dash after she's able to clear space for you, or you can take attack of opportunity. Or
Disengage and move through her model.
What did you say, Airedale? Sorry.
Disengage and move through Victoria's model and run.
Like that's what Victoria's basically saying. Like just hold
Yeah.
it, and after
Or-
you go, I go, kind of thing.
No, you need to disengage, take that as your action, move through Victoria's model here. So let me
Yeah,
map
what
it out
Arendelle's
for
saying
you.
is better.
This, there, run.
Victoria
Yeah.
has advantage on the next roll.
Thanks, Gambit.
Damn, I mention it once and everybody starts doing it.
So
That's
Vanna,
all you gotta do is throw the idea out there.
What he's saying is you can use your action to kind of dodge around using a disengage, and then you can
Okay.
kind of move friendly. You could move up to Karma, and
Yeah.
not provoke an attack of opportunity as you're badly hurt.
Oh, okay.
But that's your whole
So
turn.
is that just a normal like action thing you could do like all the time, or?
Yeah, it's like if
And
you're close to
disengage.
somebody, you pick someone that you do basically an area of threat.
So I snuck
of
around
cover.
her like against that
Yeah,
wall. I'm
exactly.
like, let me
Mhm.
get through this. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got this. Whisper in her ear.
Go, go, go.
You feel like this blood like splurge up against you. Victoria's up.
All right.
blood on
I'm
me
gonna
today.
attack. Actually, no. I'm gonna use my inspiration on
Okay.
this goblin right in front of me.
You don't need to use your inspiration because you have advantage from chat.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Okay, so advantage. So let me roll twice. So that first one was a 22. Second one is a 19. So I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yeah, roll damage. This guy's already hurt.
Oh ho! 16 max damage. Okay, and then how badly hurt is Arendelle?
I am at 12 HP.
Okay. Oh wait, you're right after me. Okay, so you can move right after me. I will use my movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I'll just move past Venna if I can just get in front of her right
Yeah,
there.
that's solid. Yep, sure. Arendelle is up.
Can't believe we're doing it.
How am I moving? Oh no. Oh no, get off. Get off.
You're now one in the
The
same.
mood just happened.
You
We
are
call
one
the
with your.
kobolds.
You did say you
there
mold
we go.
into whatever you land on, so.
Uh,
What do you do, Arendelle? If
There
you
we
move
go.
away,
Alright,
you
so-
provoke an attack of opportunity from that guy, even though the water elemental's
who?
on him.
Wait from
From
who?
the guy inside the water elemental. Because he's on the steps. He's within reach of you.
Okay, disengage and move out here.
Okay. All right. So
Holy
they see
shit.
this. They see this water elemental. This ranger kind of comes up and moves around and shoots at Venna, who's just kind of there. Shoots her right in the back, and I'll just roll an attack roll. Roll a
You want me?
17. I didn't want you dead. It just is what it is. Hey man, I let the dice decide. 6 plus 2 to do it. So you take 6 plus 2, 8 piercing damage.
Well, there goes her temp HP.
Well, she
Well,
had it.
and some. And some.
If you didn't have it, you'd probably be dead right now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's very true.
Karma's
I
up.
would have very much.
Karma
been.
is going to cast Thaumaturgy on herself and run into the sewer.
And what do you
And
do
she's
for
gonna
thaumaturgy?
scream, "Hey, big boss! We've cleared out the castle and killed Aghel. If you and your boys want to come get all the shinies, come get them now."
That's a good idea.
And Karma's gonna climb into the sewer, but she's gonna scream as loud as she can. They owe us a favor.
The sewer gate is open because you guys opened it from before. They probably didn't close it.
Mhm.
This door is probably still open because they're probably frantically running around the castle looking for stuff. Now, what'll happen though? There's a lot of guys up the stairs, and they see past the water elemental people getting away. So how I will do it, I'm going to play it dirty, is they're going to probably half of them are going to charge through the water elemental, just trying to barrel through, but it'll use their action to do so, and then they move 30 feet. So they're basically right on your tail. The other half, like the ranged attackers and stuff, a few of the ranged attackers will try to shoot the water elemental. I will start off with shooting the water elemental with the guys. I'll say I shoot with 5 of them, and then the 2 spellcasters go at the water elemental. Let's start off. The water elemental
Hey.
has the saving throw stuff, though, but they can still push past it. They feel it, and they're kind of talking at work about it. There's some magic
If
on
they
it
can
that
push
makes
past
it.
it.
Yeah, and we'll make a roll. And if they fail, they just waste their turn. But quite a few of them will probably be able to push through the elemental, just like a wave of people trying to push through. The other one actually hits the door thing too, and the door fully opens as well now. And so what I will do is let's roll the con saves or the sanctuary saves for the 2 guys, spellcasters. Passes.
Sanctuary would have dropped after the water elemental attacked.
Oh, that's right. So I roll a natural 20 on one of the guys getting through,
Karma.
I'll say. And then I roll a 15 on... but Arendelle makes the counter roll to this. Since these aren't spell attacks.
That might have succeeded if it rolled on what it actually landed on, but D&D Beyond is
So 6
bullshit.
or two guys make it through, I'm going to say, Arendelle. I'll say the natural 20 passes. Unless you want to roll another d20, maybe you get a natural 20 as well.
I'll take literally any chance you'll let me have. So sure.
Okay, and while you're at it, roll 2 con saves.
Oh, so now it decides to land on the number that it shows. That's wonderful.
Sorry,
D&D.
DM. Chad
there-
actually has a good point. Isn't whoever is whelmed inside restrained?
There's only one guy restrained, if so. And Arendelle hasn't been saying it. He just moves into the space. He's been using his slam attacks, not the whelm ability. It's just a passive
So-
ability of it.
That's a 9 for the first con save.
Okay, so you take 1d12 necrotic. I'll roll it here. You take 6 necrotic.
Alright.
Roll the second one.
I have to go over to my summon real quick.
I need to move 2 guys past him too. And I'll move them 30 feet past it. Well, maybe not 30, but maybe like 10 feet. But they get outside the door to spot you. But that's their whole move because it requires an action to push through. This is just for the 2 guys.
And the second was a 13.
Okay, you pass that one.
Alright.
This is really difficult. Let me just lock this. Maybe that'll help. Maybe lower it down a little bit more. This guy pushes past. So there's guys that have spotted you, right? There's a couple guys out here, plus this other guy. And then there's 5 attacks onto the water elemental. Attack number 1. Natural 1 misses. The water elemental, I don't know. It's in combat, so I'll roll against the other guy inside of it. Kills the guy inside of it, Arendelle.
That's wonderful.
And this is the second one. Second guy is shooting into him. So second of 5. That one's a hit. I'm going to roll a d8 just to help me out. 7 plus 2. Third attack. Hits as well. 7 plus 2 again.
4.
And
Wait, that's 3.
fourth attack. That's a hit. And I roll max damage. 8 plus 2. That is 11.
That's 10.
Yeah, 10, sorry. So 5. Last attack. That's also a hit. Or 2 plus 2, 4. Is the water elemental still up?
Yep, so that's 25 HP.
Okay, and so this is the opposing rolls that you have to make, Arendelle. I already made it with the 2, and I'm going to roll 3 more with the water elemental. This is number 1. I'm going to say it fails. I'll roll the next one.
Yeah.
Just to simplify it, I'm not going to have you counter roll it. I'm just going to say if I roll a 15 or higher, they get through. The second one gets through. So the last one fails. So this one of the other guys, I'll roll to see if Commander Dench gets through. If I roll a 15 or higher, Dench gets through. He does.
Wow.
As Karma calls out for him, he's like, I'm here. I will get your shinies. I gotta find him, though. Or did I already move him out? Oh, there he is. He moves out past, he just pushes past the water elemental. And that's, let me put these new guys out in the initiative. And that's kind of where they're at. Karma's up.
That was almost my turn.
Do I get a response from the sewers?
Oh, you try to call out to the sewers, to the kobolds?
I'm calling out to the kobolds that owe us a favor, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were trying to call out to Dench.
No, I'm calling out to the army of kobolds that owe us a favor.
And you say there's something about shinies or something?
Yeah, I told there's a castle full of shinies.
Yeah, there's
And
probably
the
a kobold
king's dead.
There's probably a few kobolds lurking around just to make sure if you guys could make it back safely. They've probably heard a lot of fighting. Karma rolls a d20 to determine the fate of the kobolds to see if they're going to stick around.
Give her advantage because of the thaumaturgy she cast.
Because it would
Sure.
echo her voice.
Yeah, I think so. Roll it up.
Yeah, let me roll it.
Another week is on where you don't get to play.
14?
I
So
guess.
the 2 kobolds hear this, and they're probably
Okay.
kind of nearby, and they yell back, and they're like, "What shinies?"
A lot of them. Piles of gold. Hordes of magic items.
We hear a lot of fighting. Is everything okay?
We need help killing these filthy orc.
Make a persuasion roll, as 2 kobolds might join the fight.
20.
They help. They're like, "All right, we'll come." They're just down there right now. We'll add them to the end of the initiative count or whatever. Blood Elemental's up. So the Blood Elemental, there are a couple guys here. Let's put them out. Let's
They
put
understood
out.
the assignment.
There's one Hobgoblin guy.
understood.
There's two guys, here. But there's, they're filtering out the stairs. And there's probably another one, because like I said, the door is open now. No warriors here. Okay. It would have been nice, Karma, if you probably would have told the kobolds about this plan beforehand.
We
so
didn't
they'd
even
all
know
been
about
ready.
this plan.
This wasn't the plan.
There was no plan.
This
yeah.
wasn't the plan. Cough, cough, Victoria, climbing a wall, cough,
I blame
cough.
Gazan.
Alright, so that's a 20 to hit.
Yeah,
not here to
roll damage.
defend. Not here to defend herself.
Dead men can't defend themselves, shut up. So that is a 13 damage. Second attack on the second guy on the stairs. That's a 14 to hit. Does that
It
hit?
does not hit. No. You're slamming down, but they just step over. They're like, kill them all. So I already put these guys out, so I'm going to go to the top of the round with the Vena.
Run, Venna. Run, girl.
You are to dash.
All right, sorry. Yep. I'm doing all the things. I'm running and get the fuck. It's my turn, thank God. And get
Yep.
me the fuck out of here.
Yes.
What is my dash?
Dash is your action. You move 60 feet.
Yeah, it basically means use your action to repeat whatever your movement is. You just move twice.
She runs
I
down
can't-
into
I'm-
the sewers.
Fucking ran.
So what I will do is remove her from the battle board for now, unless the orcs pursue her. And then we can make opposing rolls, or we'll go down into the sewer that I actually have. Victoria's up.
Same deal.
Okay?
Run down.
Fuck
Okay,
yeah. Let's get out of
Arundel's
here.
up. You're about around, ahead, though. The orcs are on hot pursuit.
So before I obviously dash and make it down the sewer, I just turned towards, what was his name? The fuckface commander, Dench. Yeah, that one. I just turn around, not even turning my full body around, just looking over my shoulder. Hold on, if you can. Meow.
Like the noise.
Alright, dash down here. Remove me from the board.
Sure.
Wait, is Karma in the sewer? She's still waiting by the entrance.
She's
Karma
waiting
would
by the
like to
entrance.
use her. Karma would like to use her held action to shut the sewer grate.
While you're down here.
No.
Karma doesn't have a held action.
Karma.
It's an object interaction, though, to shut the sewer gate. It's just a free action, though. So Karma shuts
Okay.
it as you guys all go through.
I
Orc
use
Rangers-
my object interaction to open the door back, tell her to shut the fuck up and get in the
Karma!
goddamn sewer.
Get in the car now. You get in this car.
No.
Karma!
They're gonna follow.
And you are going to stop them alone. What the hell do you think you can do?
I'll stall them. Go.
How?
Get in here now.
Arundel and
can't
them are
lose a
talking near
friend.
the gate, and as this happens, the orcs over here are up, and they move into position, and I will
Goodbye,
put
Karma.
Arundel back out as they are arguing. You guys are not that far. This guy, I'm going to be hardcore about it. I'll measure it out.
Sure.
This guy goes, they just are moving in here. So this guy moves in, and then Commander,
Him moving past me would have provoked an attack. of
you are down
opportunity.
you're down in the sewers, and he doesn't move
Okay,
outside
so-
your threat range.
So me moving won't provoke one from him then, correct?
Not true. Because he still has
Where?
his reaction. Karma is.
I have mine
Yeah,
Up,
too.
I
where's
believe.
Karma?
Karma is
Wait,
there as the Orc Ranger moves in.
So is Arundel in the sewer, or is he standing where he actually is?
He's standing where he is, like in the sewers, a little bit below that. The other guy doesn't even attack. He just moves in. Karma wants to die like a true hero.
No, she wants to die like a suicidal maniac.
That's true.
Sounds like this whole plan is pretty suicidal, guys.
This wasn't the plan.
It was not a plan.
We didn't have a plan, Arundel.
We did. We did have
We
a
just
plan.
wanted to survive.
Go
Karma, it's your
survive.
Either you walk through this gate or we all die.
Then move. Karma's gonna grab Arundel and pull him down to the sewer.
You grab
The
him,
strength check.
you push him out of the way so you can shut the door. Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm gonna push him down in there with me and shut the door.
Okay.
Yeah, you make a Arendelle's acrobatics or athletics.
No, I'm letting her push me down there since she's coming with me.
He pushes you outside the threat range of the ranger, right? And the ranger
force
provokes it. Yeah, I'll allow it, sure. Yeah, so he pushes you down, Arendelle. You don't resist, and she pushes you down the stairs, no, down the sewer grate a little bit.
Yep.
What else do you do, Carmen? So I'm going to remove Arendelle from the board.
I'm gonna shut the sewer grate behind me.
Okay. Shut the sewer. Oh, you move in and shut the sewer gate behind you?
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably not enough, but you shut it and we'll go down to the sewers as the orcs and everybody are in hot pursuit. Yeah, it takes an action, so Karma's still behind like a little bit. And it's 9:45. Shall we just take this into next week, guys?
This was not what I thought was gonna happen.
Neither.
Will we finish this out?
No, this fight isn't going to finish because every single one of those orcs is going to be stupid and go into the trap-infested sewers. So that's going to take another entire
You killed their
session.
leader, Arendelle, and you threw the head of the leader down. They have to get the revenge.
As an intimidation tactic, but all of them apparently are suicidal maniacs, so that doesn't work against people like
They're not
that.
suicidal. They have a ton of guys. They have a
Yeah,
whole
but they're
army of
all
orcs.
dying. They killed one of us. We killed like 30 of them.
You haven't killed the
You
leader.
should have just let me sacrifice myself, guys.
You just said we killed the leader.
They wouldn't have done anything.
You
It
just
would've
said we
held
killed the
them
leader.
off for a few seconds.
Because Karma,
I
they
mean
would have
Commander
killed
Dench.
you right away, and then the rest of them
Commander
would have
Dench
swarmed
is
down
the
the
leader.
sewer anyway. They don't even care about the water elemental. They would kill you quickly and then continue to chase us. It wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
You guys, this is a quick and easy way to do it.
Die?
Everybody rolls a d20. I roll mine with advantage. Those who beat me survive and escape. Those who don't
No,
die.
no, because we're at the advantage once we're in the sewers because we know where the traps are.
Or we can go through this again, and I can put out the sewer thing.
Yep.
You guys don't want to do that?
Nope.
What about you, Karma? You want to do it?
Yeah,
Not putting
we
my
do have the
entire-
advantage. We have the advantage in the sewers. They are right.
Vena's almost
Okay.
dead. Vena's crawling, bleeding out.
It's okay. I want you at 0 HP. That's where I strive.
That's
yeah, Victoria's still got a lot of
brave
HP.
cleric thing.
We just have to lose him in the sewer.
I think Azan's at the ultimate 0.
Yeah.
With their kobolds pack tactics and their pre-made traps that have already been successfully killing the orcs, we should win.
Now
If
the
they
orcs
keep
have
going.
slaughtered 2 of their men, so they need to get revenge.
I roll a 10 to determine where you guys appear in the sewer, so it's sort of average.
Okay.
The base of the kobolds probably is not built right below the sewer, right below the entrance to the castle. So you guys are probably halfway there. So I will put you on a spot that I think is somewhat appropriate.
So obviously we all level up. We all have a long rest.
Yeah, you said
guys
if we
have to
survive,
win.
we level up. No, you said we
Haven't
survived.
survived
We have
yet.
survived. Yes, we have. We made it to the sewers.
Not yet.
That was a pretty good. It was a pretty good run. I kind of wish I would have known. I think Victoria maybe wouldn't have made it, but that would have been fun to watch her carry the orb and crawl through the walls.
Yeah, no, she would have absolutely died.
She would have
No,
died.
I would have
but
died
it would have been
element-
funny.
The
She
elemental
would have died in
lost-
that first run, and
Yeah,
the-
she would have died for sure.
and then Karma would have just sat there emotionally traumatized.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Especially
For, like,
that kill
10 minutes.
box at the top of the stair. No.
The elemental took 60 damage before
Yeah.
it made it out.
That was a better call for sure.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
I'm at 14k points.
We all would have died if Victoria did it. Yeah.
I have to go
Yeah.
back to the. So I'll summon you guys where you're at, but then I'm going to put, like 5 orcs or so out. We'll use alternating initiative, and the orcs will be out, and then we'll decide what's what. Or I'll put out 5 of the other guys out. Commander Dench will be with them, and he'll be
Well,
at the top of the
can
round.
Commander Dench fit in the sewers with all that armor?
He's too big. He's too much of a big boy.
He
Can
can't.
5 of them be immediately behind us after we close the grate?
Just it's an object interaction, my man. Just like what you guys did. Boom, they just object interaction and moved right down. I mean, this is the problem, guys. There was no plan of attack.
There
This
was
is-
a plan, but again, Victoria, no offense, you
Mm.
kind of fucked it up.
But see, I have.
Can you
let me
tell him your
summon
plan
guys.
now? Is it not right to tell him what it was?
The plan was to trick one of them to let us into it with the charm person, and it worked.
I
But
put the
then
two kobolds out here with you two Karmas. They're just kind of
Yeah, they're
running with
no
you.
Victoria.
immediately start shooting at you,
Yeah.
which is why
No,
Victoria
start
climbed the
shooting
wall.
at you. Start shooting at you
I put out the two guys.
because you were climbing the wall.
You know, I put out the models though, as the guys will come in next week. You know, they'll be right here.
I think
And then I'll-
karma caused this by attack the troll. What do you mean? That's what started
Karma
all
caused
this.
a lot of things in this game.
There were multiple points where we could have left. We should have. If we wanted to avoid this, we shouldn't have gone down into the beacon. But that was like the whole point we were here. So I mean, there's a lot of things that could have gone differently.
We also shouldn't have fought the Wayfarer at all.
All right, so I guess we'll continue this next week.
Yeah, this was
Should
a
have just had
stressful
that drink with that
session.
one guard and that one castle, and
I mean, I have the easy way to do it. We just roll the d20. As I roll mine with advantage. If you win, you survive. If not, you perish.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay, so what
wager
you're
my
saying
character on
is
bad
that
D20
all
roll.
of us need to make a d20 roll, and if any of us beat your highest roll, all of us survive, or that one person survives.
That one person.
Okay, so definitely not. I'm not putting my character's life on one dice.
It's just up to you guys. We can. You guys are doing great. I mean,
No,
you
we're
guys
not.
can still do more stuff. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what you guys were able to escape, which is a miracle unto itself. The question is can you free high pass once and for all?
Fuck high pass. I'm leaving after this.
well, Gazan. We tried to just free Gazan, and that's not. Well,
Yeah, that was literally the entire reason for Aaron
GG's.
saying it.
Steve, if you want the green slime to appear on them, you have to summon the random encounter.
No, fuck you, Steve.
Steve, if you want the green slime of death that's at the other entrance as they're trying to escape and be real evil, you got to
You know
put
what,
the
Steve?
you
No,
gotta
no,
summon the
Steve,
random
do
encounter.
that. Do that, Steve,
says
because of
nah.
the floors. Because of the floors clean, all of us will be aware of it, and then we'll just walk around it and let the orcs run into it.
That's
Good
true.
idea, Steve.
That's true. Yeah.
Go ahead and do that.
Are you guys
Yes,
having
Steve.
fun at least a little bit? Then are you? Is
Yeah.
this crazy?
I kind of stopped having fun midway through that fight.
I thought my Wednesday one was crazy, and this whole session was like